And I'm going to tell you what I fucking hate I'm going to tell you what I hate. And people always want to ask me why I said it 20 years later.
Laid them both down.
People always say why I said it 20 years later. I said it when the fucking shit was going on. And Biggie wouldn't have fucking died if that nigga hadn't have lied. He lied. Right. Y'all niggas worship him.
Funk. I know it's
lied.
It led to Big's death.
Never, ever said nothing about him. He fucking lied. Nobody wants to tell the truth.
C said, absolutely not. Biggie was hurt when Pac got at him.
Y'all niggas don't want to tell the truth. It existed. You worship it. T.I., you talking about G-code.
But T.I. wasn't there for me.
That's not G-code. That ain't G-code. He lied and Biggie died. That's my only issue. That's it. That's it, bro. Why is that so hard? What's so hard about that? You think that's cool? You think that's good? We worship that? I don't worship that, and I won't, and I don't have to. I still have morals. I give a fuck. He lied, and he carried that lie for years to his grave. He knew Biggie ain't set him up. Niggas shot and killed Big. Killed Big because of what he said. It's all right, though. Cool. Nothing big. Whatever.
Exactly. I'm just here. I don't have anything to put on there. We are rolling. I'm gonna get this shit started. We here to pod today. Episode. Shit. Is it 2? Yes, it's 2. Yes, it's for sure 2. Illuminati, Cluminati. I'm back. We got a special guest today, Chenice. She can introduce herself if she wants to, or I can just do it.
You can introduce me.
Chenice, my guardian angel. She showed me love, held me down since September. Spiritual healer.
I'm here too, nigga.
Shit. I don't know what else. She held me down. She really showed me a lot of love. And then we got the other two people here.
My left and right
nut. Pop up.
My nigga said my left and right nut.
Pause. Hey yo.
Hey yo. I like bitches, nigga. That's good.
Frame. The mayor of Goodyear.
And it's Logan. I guess I'm supposed to introduce myself. I thought you was introducing everybody.
Bro, you definitely.
It's Logan. Damon Logan, aka Jameson Logan,
good rap
aka I'm out.
That shit's gonna sound good as fuck. Like
nah, no, yeah, exactly.
I'm done. That's all I got.
That's it.
That's all I got. I'm sorry,
man. We back though. This is episode 2. Like I think it's episode 2. It's 3, but it's episode 2. I'm gonna introduce it. Nah, I got you. I'm gonna introduce it, but I also want to like real quick. We go over like the concept of this podcast. Me and you talked about that. Frame. Basically. This is just a podcast to not no music podcast, not no news podcast. I just feel like me and my friends have really great conversations, and this is just something I've been wanting to do. Like me and Chenice actually talked about this, and then that's why I felt like it was right to have her as the first guest onto the show. But it's basically like I want to do like a support system, and I guess this is a concept of that. You know,
that's
it's
how I
just
feel.
like you know.
Group therapy.
Yeah, like it's just really, just to have these conversations with my friends and my loved ones and people who I truly care about, topics that people can relate to, and no, they ain't the only ones going through like this shit, because I know people be feeling down, and especially like being an artist or pursuing your dreams or whatever it is. Like I know how cliche that sounds, but
Yeah, that's the PR answer.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
We just 3 artists that used to talk shit about working for other niggas and shit. So
Doing it
That's how-
ourselves. We work for ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's all like I'm getting
trials
this,
and
the pursuit,
tribulations
you know what I'm
and
saying?
shit.
this all transparency. This 33.3% right here. So
who came up with the name?
Me.
Why?
Like,
Well, this is a good story.
yeah,
We never got to talk
'cause we was
about
at the gym, and it was just like this venting, like this to frame, and it was like legit the day of or day before we dropped the.
I think it was Dave.
Or we recorded, actually.
No, it was
recorded.
day before. It was
Yeah,
day
day before. And I feel like I always say this shit. And I was like, damn, I don't know what I'm going to call this. Like, we was just talking about, I forgot what the hell we was talking about. But it was just one of those topics where it's just like, damn, having a conversation with somebody and not feeling judged or not feeling like, you know, like, damn, I'm not crazy. You know, that's where the name came from. It's like, oh, shit, I feel less crazy. Like, that somebody could relate to what I'm talking about. Or just in general, like, this the conversations we have. We're like, oh, well, I have with all 3 of y'all. Like, y'all making me feel way less crazy.
Having that open like dialogue amongst like some
And
people
it's
you
like,
trust and
that's
shit.
where the name came from. And it just, I feel like it fits because we all, 4 of us are in different places and we are able to express ourselves to the people we feel like we express ourselves to, and we feel less crazy. So I feel like anybody can relate to that, especially when it comes to like, when somebody you actually care about hears you out. Because a lot of people just want to be heard, not even like want any advice. It's just like, we just want to be heard. So I feel like that sums it up right there, you know.
Yeah, I thought it was a good title. That's why I asked. I thought you guys collectively came up with it.
Nah.
I mean, it came through conversations. I mean, it came from the conversations though, so it kind of.
So it inspired the name.
Definitely, yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
definitely
got
inspired.
you, got you.
But yeah, so like, you know, that's the, you know, I mean, if y'all want to put your input, because it's like,
I mean, like
it's
for me,
33.
like honestly, man, just in the conversations that we've had, like just in the conversations that we had,
You gonna
damn,
leave
just
it hanging?
left to dry. That's crazy. Just in the type of conversations we have, it's crazy because like I really just be to myself. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like when I'm around these niggas, like I feel comfortable being vulnerable. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Okay.
And
That's
kind of like
some Al, I don't know. Al had something about it that just like
yeah, man.
But
Like
Chenice taught me that.
Shout out Chenice, man.
come on, man.
Shout out
Chenice, lo and behold, might be the anchor of this whole shit for real.
Oh God.
She is executive producer.
She asked like
Is
the
she-
great.
is she
I was
the
about to say that. I was
0.01%?
gonna say is like
Is
she
she-
asked a really good question because like we probably would have never talked about how we came up with the name. Like
That's crazy.
We
We
probably
just
would've
found the
been like,
moderator.
This is why, bro. I'm telling you, this is why this is.
We just found the moderator, Al.
We might, we might have to get the lawyer team. You know, we might have to break
saying?
that 33 down.
You know what I'm
change
saying?
the con. Hold on.
The
25, 25.
I need the Parks deal. You know?
Nigga don't be on camera.
No, bro. And still managed to just.
Get 67%. How
That
you
nigga
do
was
that?
probably making what Joe made too.
I think he was writing off his
Oh,
crib, bro, because you got to think they was in his
Yeah,
space.
or at least
Oh, yeah,
the room.
true.
A decent
Not
amount,
the
bro.
room.
Like,
Yeah,
that shit's wild.
that's crazy.
Thinking
I'm
about
to
that,
do
bro, exactly. Like, thinking about that.
Engineers win again.
So would you guys say this is like a safe space for you?
Absolutely a safe space.
Absolutely.
Absolutely a safe space. I think too. If you listen to the like last 2 episodes, or the last episode, I should say. Just even just the freedom in which we talk about certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like myself being like a rapper, or like Frame working with the public. Well, I mean, we all 3 work with the public, I guess technically. In our art, like there's certain things or certain ways you should go about certain things if you want to be like, if you want to tread like water to be able to be palatable to other people, but we don't give a fuck on this platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like that kind of shows, like even the conversations we have about like censoring ourselves in certain things.
Yeah, I think it just kind of kept it like really like
Just-
close to the conversations we
Yeah.
normally would have and shit.
Yeah, just really authentic. Just
That
really
was another
authentic.
thing I was gonna ask was, I don't think I heard you guys give your background, like as far as like what you guys do for art.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
This is
That's
episode
wild,
1.
Shit, for real.
How we get interviewed on our
Nah,
second
this is
episode?
perfect, bro.
Interesting.
Nah, she did her homework,
cool.
bro.
Yeah,
She
I
came
have to listen before I get into it, so I know like what it is and fill it out. So that's just me with anything.
That might be the importance of having a woman in here.
See,
Because
exactly.
a nigga like me like to talk before I think or hear. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, a lot of guys do, so you're not alone. Some guys are still learning how to do that.
We're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah.
So do you want to do the backgrounds real quick?
Yeah, we can do that.
Go ahead.
All right. Again, it's Damon Logan. I mean, myself, I make music. I've been making music for a long time. Write rap. I try to dive into every artistic bag I can. Like have my hand in. You know,
throw the entrepreneur in there, man. You got cups and shit. When I moved into my crib, Damon gave me like his own branded cups.
You know
so shout out to him.
Dining sets coming soon. You know what I'm saying? If you need taxes done, I don't know that yet, but I can probably, you feel me?
So what would you say you stick to mostly? Like making music?
Music, absolutely.
Okay.
Music is the anchor for everything. Then everything else is everything I do is rooted in music, and then everything else just branches from that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, I just have a lot of interest. There's a lot of interest, and I just try to just tie it back to music. Not try to, it's just natural. But yeah, music is definitely where everything stems from, for sure. What about you, Al?
Me, my shit is behind the music too, but I'm a designer, visual designer, fake manager. What else do I do?
Head of security.
I done a lot of things, but mainly it's just visual arts, designing graphic covers, posters, flyers, billboards, album artwork, all that stuff. I try to dabble as much as possible in like the visual stuff. Also being a fucking human being as well. We all are, but I'm trying my best to just stay human and not be crazy.
Yeah, less crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Less crazy. What else? But yeah, it goes back to music. You know, I always wanted to do this shit as a kid, finding my way into getting into graphic design, basically, back in 2013, and been doing this shit since, and haven't looked back, and trying to make this shit, you know, an everyday fucking
struggle.
It's the struggle already. I'm trying to find the light at the end of this shit. You know,
for real? I thought this was the light, low ball.
I mean, same thing, man. Tomatoes, but we'll be there. That's really it. That's on me. But I feel like I just try to show up, man. Do as much as possible. Like I said, be a manager when I need to be a creative director when I need to be an art director when I need to be, you know,
physical trainer.
Yeah, you know, I'm in the gym too, so. Bro, like, yeah, man. I just try to be there, man. Just be me. I'm just Al Illuminati.
Word.
Yeah, and I'm this frame. I'm a video nigga, a videographer.
Beats.
I started out making beats. I think I was making beats and drawing. Like that was
I don't understand why you don't think your beats is fire. Like,
This nigga has two beats on my last project that I dropped.
I be forgetting I got the other one on there too.
I don't make
wild.
beats. This nigga has the best songs on my project.
Nah, yeah.
That's
Hard.
crazy.
No, I make beats as a hobby, bro.
Like, what are you talking about? That's wild.
But yeah, and then I got like a heavy art background and shit. Not like degree wise, but you know what I'm saying. I be looking at shit, pointing out what's dope, what's not, and yeah, man, just videos and drawing for real, and sometimes beats. That's what I do.
Damn. I feel like that was such a hard question, but it's like
it was like
it wasn't expecting that
because I was gonna be on the same shit. Like I'm, you know what I'm saying, on my side. I'm a human.
Yeah.
You know?
Why is it so weird though? Do you feel like you bigging yourself up when you talk about the shit that you be on, or what?
Nah.
It's like if you outside looking in, I mean, like I know y'all, but like if I were outside looking in and hearing y'all, I'm like, yo, these niggas are cold. Like
It's
these niggas
vague
do all
though.
that.
It's vague because like, bro, last year I just made a hoodie out of just because I was watching mad YouTube videos on how to, you know.
But I mean, a nigga just I feel like you just undersell yourself on that aspect at least,
thanks,
or
man.
certain things. But like both of
fuck
y'all,
with you for that,
because like a nigga like I just made a hoodie out of no, like a nigga can want a whole clothing.
He's talking
line,
about
like a
like
shirt and just want.
Yeah. No,
This
like I
nigga,
ordered
like-
the fabric and
Yeah,
Like you
that's
stitched it yourself?
Yep.
that's
So even
crazy.
that's crazy. I was gonna say just nigga buying a blank hoodie and getting it printed on is a big deal. Like
Daniel,
for
side
some
note,
people.
real quick. Damon had these hoodies. He was the first nigga with puff print.
I was
Crazy. Kind
I
of crazy.
was. Come on. Respect me, my nigga. Hey, and not for nothing. This nigga, I don't know if he's gonna be in the show wearing it, but
I'm
on Thursday, if y'all got HBO Max, we watching the premiere of Rap Shit. It's produced and written by Issa Rae.
Oh,
my man's
it
fella,
drops?
My man's
This
fella
week?
from. I'm sorry.
It drops this week.
This Thursday, yeah.
shit.
My man's fella, he got casted for the show. Hopefully he's wearing a hoodie in it. I doubt it, but if he
Damn,
is,
that's dope. Shout out to
fingers
bro.
crossed. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
his name?
His name is Fella, Fellah.
Hell yeah, good. Shout out to you,
Good
fella.
man.
Big shout out.
Shout out to that nigga.
That's dope.
Send them to
Good
AZ.
nigga.
Send them to AZ.
But yeah. But honestly, bro, we got a guest here. I want to know about Chenice. I don't personally know Chenice.
Because
So for me,
Al is the only one that knows Chenice.
exactly. So
This
she
is
grilled
why
us.
it's
I want to grill
important.
Chenice.
This is why it's
Now I just want
important.
to get familiar at least, just like
Right.
know who you are, your background and shit.
Can
like
I say
that.
bitch
Like,
around you? You know what I'm saying?
this nigga?
If it's respectfully.
Of course.
Exactly.
But I'll check you if it's-
No,
Hey,
don't say
we
it.
need
Nigga,
to-
Aggressive.
check this nigga.
Aggressive.
Actually, you know what?
Aggressive.
That's from her, bro. She,
Yeah, I
she
love
put me
that.
on.
She fucked me up when she said that.
Aggressive.
But go ahead,
Let's
Chenice.
get into it.
Do I just like start pouring?
Tell
Like
us
you guys
who
questions?
you are, and then just give us like what you do, what
And
you
also your
background.
social and your credit score.
Just your intro.
Your credit score. This nigga's wild.
I know some niggas that get you right.
So I'm Chenice. Social at Chenice W. I'm actually Native American, full Native American. So I'm from Arizona.
Movie.
Lived here my whole life.
What part of Arizona you from?
I'm actually from up north on the Navajo reservation.
All right,
Really?
Yeah. So I was born there, grew up there, moved out here like elementary,
Okay.
about
Yeah.
third,
That's-
fourth grade.
That's roughly when I came.
So I've been out here since then, and yeah, I'm really native. So like I like to go outdoors. I like hiking. I'm very spiritual, so my intuition definitely.
What do you mean by
inspires
this,
me.
like spiritual, like astrology? Or
No,
like,
that's astronomy.
okay.
So spiritually, to me, is just like.
She said goofy.
So,
That's why she on here, bro. I'm telling you. She
I'm
checking
not
all
gonna
that
sit
shit.
Marco.
She
I'm not
checking
gonna
all
sit
that
here and
shit.
read you guys' horoscopes to you and tell you who you are. No.
Deeper than that.
So spiritually, to me, is just like just your intuition, following what you believe, standing on that, and mostly just feeling your feelings,
Yeah. I love
being
that.
in tune.
Shit.
I love
So
that.
that's
real.
really me. Like I'm very.
That's a bar.
You're warm. I get that vibe.
Yeah, I
You
am.
feel me?
But I can also get quiet, so that's another like.
That's cool.
Yeah, just depends. But yeah, like I asked you guys before, is this a safe space? So I like to know what I'm getting into before I get into it, or feel the vibe.
Feel it.
Yeah.
He has a song that's literally like that. Feel the vibe. It's the Damon
Cue the song.
episode.
That's what I said. That's when we put it on right there. We're gonna definitely plug that in there.
But yeah, I'm just friendly. Honestly, I don't really judge anybody
Friendly, so
because
On friendly.
I'm human. So everybody else is. Just take everything how it comes. Really.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Like I'm glad you're here. Like I'm glad you're here as the first guest. It really does mean a lot. Like I said, this podcast alone means a lot. So you being my first guest, or our first guest, sorry, I'm talking on my Joe shit. You know, it's very selfish, narcissist.
Yo,
shit.
can we talk?
No, but like I'm glad that we have the opportunity for you to be here, and I feel like these topics that we have is going to be very interesting, and let alone just the conversation in general.
Can we get to hating already? Like,
No, hold on. Like I want to make sure
my fault, my
for people to interact
I got
with
it.
us.
Hey, I got it. Yo, I got that. For real.
He said, "If you need me to
Yo. Hey, stay right there. What you always say?
stay right there, I got something for you."
No, all right. No, I feel you. Go ahead. Stay right there.
But for everybody that's been listening and stuff like that, we see the numbers. We will be on YouTube coming very soon. That's been a big request. I mean, the YouTube is already up, so you can go see the first two or listen to the first two episodes on there. We want to interact with y'all too, so like I came up with some ideas of like y'all can ask us questions, submit your art, whether it's art pieces, music, clothing, whatever. Like I said, we just want to interact with y'all and see we
Thank y'all. Love y'all.
we can critique it, whatever y'all want us to do, just showcase it, whatever. What else is there? If you want to support us too, we have the Patreon. So look, we're gonna get more content on there, but we have right now we have the first episode. That's
get
visual.
in early, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We're gonna make this shit way more better for you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Plan on having like mixes, maybe some unreleased stuff on there. I'm trying to get Frame to do like somewhat of like a boiler room or like just like a little set of
Don't
music.
worry, I'll put a nice sweaty mix on there.
Yeah, damn, sweaty mix. That might be crazy. Shit, that might be crazy.
Sweaty mix by Seti.
We might be onto something. Probably I don't know with Damon. He want to release some unreleased music or I know. We'll have Damon do a mix too.
My shit will not be that
Go
condensed.
to the Patreon. We're gonna have the tour dates.
It's not gonna be a lot of condensation on my unreleased shit, but I will have definitely some
sweaty T-shirts for this nigga too. Nah, fuck
my
that.
shit will be well worn.
We still figuring out. We still figuring all this shit out. So that's like the biggest thing. But if you want to support us, the Patreon is there. Like I said, right now, like we have the first like video. You get the podcast a day early, and you can ask us questions on there too, like
shit
direct.
Like
because like Frame and Al said, it's a community. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is a safe space for us, but we also want to make it to be a safe space for everybody to feel like they can come and like contribute.
Yes.
Or because it's a community, it's a family. You know what I'm saying? So
go
like,
have these fucking conversations with your friends.
Yeah.
For real.
Exactly.
Like really, like y'all grown, bro. Y'all can talk about shit like this.
Yeah.
Y'all should be talking.
And then
Right.
lastly, individually, there's gonna be some projects like aside of this podcast. Damon has a project coming that'll probably be the end of this year.
Yeah.
Frame has some shit in store that I'm helping him with. That's going to be coming really, really soon.
Yeah, probably by next episode.
We trying to get them bricks out there. So
That's crazy. I'm out the loop, so I'm apparently like
Don't worry,
10%. That's
33%,
wild.
man.
No, it's
Just
fine. It's
get
fine.
with it, man. Get with the program.
Transparency. Nah, this is me. Y'all niggas get watches.
But yeah, so we're gonna get into this shit. That's the first topic. What y'all thinking? What y'all think about hate versus opinion? Like, what do y'all think that the concept of those two? Like, what is hate and what is an opinion? Like now the lines are very blurry. Like I think hate.
I just know, like, I just want to say this real quick. Niggas is pussy. And then, all right, anybody.
He was waiting to get that off his
That's all I
chest.
want to say, bro, because it's not fair. It's
Aggressive.
not fair, man.
I love hate, bro. I
Yes.
love hate. And the reason why I love hate, it's not even no thought out idea of what I'm saying, but I just love hate because I feel like when I don't love to hate, I love when people hate because I feel like it's so easy to spot. You know what I'm saying? And then you can just a nigga hates, cool, bet I weed you
But what's
out.
hate? What's hate to you, bro? Like, what? Give me a situation where somebody hated on you. You was like, yo, this is actual hate. You don't have to go specifics. Fuck it.
I don't
can if
know.
you want to.
It's just all in how like somebody acts towards you or responds to something that they don't have to respond to.
Okay, yeah.
Or like they go out their way to like
that's
to
what I was
give you
gonna
an opinion that you never asked for, or like you know what I'm
Alright,
saying,
but-
just give unwarranted like just not even about you, just about anything else, something hating on something else.
All right, so like you make art, so like
Yeah.
by art is meant to be like talked about.
Yeah.
So you said that
Nobody hates my shit.
there's unwarranted hate, but when you're looking at art, it's subjective. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's supposed to draw opinions. So like if somebody's opinion about maybe a song you dropped or a music video you dropped, you didn't like, that's hate.
No. I take that's the thing, bro. Like with my music, I don't think I surround myself around enough people. Well, I don't think I interact with enough people to actually feel the hate.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? When it comes to my
facts.
music, at least.
That's my cheat
because like so that's why when I was saying like you can spot when somebody's hating on somebody else too, on other stuff, on other things.
Yeah, you can pick them apart.
Exactly. When it comes to hating on my stuff, I don't really notice it, to be honest with you, because I'm taking everything with a grain of salt, and I want to be better than what I am.
You're lowball like critiquing it, the whole
Bro,
process.
nobody
right?
can shit on my
All right,
shit
cool.
more than I can. Like
I feel that.
so like if you say something negative about my shit, I'm gonna listen to it and I'm gonna be like, okay, maybe there's some truth in that, or maybe the whole thing is true. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take what you say, I'm gonna dissect it a little bit depending on who it's coming from, and just maneuver either around that or maneuver with that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what the critique is.
Yeah.
I'm not sensitive. I'm wild sensitive, but when it comes to my art, it's a little different. The sensitivity is treated different.
Right. Like I feel like niggas aren't famous enough to be like genuinely hating on like Al for, you know what I'm saying, dropping a book with Kendrick Lamar or something. Like if he dropped a book with Kendrick Lamar, then niggas would be like, that bald head ass nigga. You know what I mean? Like just to hate on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? But like we're not like,
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, like I don't feel like anybody, especially niggas just starting,
and if you
can feel like
it's
you're
weird
hated on,
bro.
Me.
Like what have I done?
What did bro say? What did Boogie say?
He said a lot of good shit.
Nah, he said something to the effect of like, just making up haters because you're insecure.
Oh yeah, that like. I think you had said that, not like making up haters, but you said the competition wise, like you make up the competition in your head, to go harder. Like,
it's just like,
and I personally do that.
Yeah,
but I don't think people are actively hating.
Yeah.
But I don't like. It's one thing to think it and then to voice it on Twitter and like.
Yeah, no, that's weird.
That's crazy.
But would you also say there's a thin line between hate and like constructive criticism?
Damn, that's a better question.
That's fair.
I don't think there's a thin line.
Because the way you explained it sounded like constructive criticism. Yeah, especially with art, because art it can be interpreted in different ways. Mm-hmm. So it's really what the other person sees, and what they see might not be exactly what you thought when you made the art.
Especially if they go into like details, like asking like color choice.
Yeah, because I'm detailed. Like I like to look at little things.
Those are
textures.
Opinions. That's not hating.
Exactly. Yeah,
exactly. Like before we started the pod, like this episode, I played this artist, and Frame told me to turn that shit the fuck off. Right?
She didn't even say.
I thought it was hate.
She said one thing.
I thought it was hate, but when he told us everybody chooses this fucking beat, I don't want to hear a million and one person on the same fucking beat. Okay, I feel it. I respect that. You know what I'm saying?
That was an A&R comment that he made.
That shit
was wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think that. I thought the shit was hard. I thought she was going crazy because she was going crazy.
Y'all dick riding crazy. Y'all dick riding crazy.
Oh, shit. But his opinion is valid because of the reason he gave behind it. He has no reason to hate on that woman.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? So, like, I didn't take it.
I don't know. Some niggas get certain beats and just do the same shit. Like,
yeah.
They don't even.
But specifically, that is what I'm talking about. Like, I think you could tell the difference between hate and criticism. You know what I'm saying?
So we in the pilot episode, we were talking about something, and I mentioned the ego. We talked about ego, right? So what is your opinion about hate versus opinion?
I was gonna go back to what Damon. Like mine is just like going out of your way, because I be seeing like on Twitter, you just be scrolling and niggas would be like, "Oh, this so and so is ass." Like what? But there's a whole crowd that don't even agree with that. But I just think going out of your way and saying that shit, to me, that's hating. Like what?
Yeah.
Like that shit is hating to me.
Yeah. If you go to like a public forum to fucking
like that shit is trash. Like there's like shit I be seeing like recently. I've been seeing a lot of Larry June hate. Like I see that, and I'm just.
But that nigga is Diet Dom though, bro.
I get it. Okay, like that's your own perspective, but I respect the hustle.
But am I hating to you?
I don't know. Diet Dom, like why he gotta be that?
Bro, he uses the same cadence.
But I also think it comes with like
everybody
delivery,
compares them to
like how you say things, like your tone of voice. Like, are you really upset about this? Like,
I am.
You know what I mean?
I am completely upset about this.
So West Side,
bro. Like like the nigga, I'm cool, bro.
That's all another topic.
I don't want to fuck with no niggas, bro. But I'm just not a fan. I'm good.
No, I feel, but no, it just, but like you don't go out of your way though. I don't know.
Hell
like,
no,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you won't be like Diet Dom, or like when this nigga drops something, you be like, damn.
All right, real quick, has anybody hated before?
Oh, I definitely probably have. Like back in the day.
Yes, before. Yeah.
As a
you
young
feel like
boy.
shit after, like you know you hated too, right?
Yeah.
Like,
or you just think something,
I feel
you're
like
like
weights lifted off my.
That
shit.
shit's clownish. Yeah, you
Yeah.
look back at it like, damn, I'm wild.
That's that young shit though. Like being young and just being like shit. Like I don't know. Me, I used to be like hella envious and jealous. Like nigga, why am I not at this position? And I'd be like, why the fuck? They there type shit. That was really where I was coming from. So it was like. But looking back at that shit, like, bro.
But that's just the human, response to comparing.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're, like, childish still, like, in
Yeah.
that. Like, you know how they always tell us, like, adolescence and act more mature and shit. Like, when you're old, you like, nigga, this shit's almost over. I don't have enough
It's
time
crazy
to fucking
because
be
I feel like as you get older, you realize, like, time is really moving fast. So it's like you pay attention to different things, and you're like, am I really gonna waste my time going back and forth with this person, or am I just gonna dead it?
Yes.
Like,
But
there's
that
no
is
point.
so. That's what's scary too. Is like before when you was younger, you'd fight for shit. Now it's like
That shit was a big deal to you when you was
Bro,
yes.
You would make a huge.
I was with the pull up. I didn't even
minuscule
argue.
things,
I would just be like, I'm ready to pull up. Like,
But like, see,
know
that's
about
the
you.
crazy thing. Fuck. That's the crazy thing. Like
Calling
the
this
shit
air
I'm
out,
still
you know what I'm
passionate
saying?
about though. I still like I treat with like the same vision as like a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
my
I think
art.
that's different though. That's
What do you mean?
different.
No,
Like
because
being passionate versus hating.
Oh no! But it's just more of like it's talking about the time thing. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
You know, as we get older, we kind of just like value shit differently.
Yeah.
But that kid shit still like is present in like in my art. You know what I'm saying? Like I
that's
try to
dope.
be passionate
That shit is
about it.
fire. Yeah, I be seeing that shit. I be like, that shit is hard. When people making it like their characters.
Yeah, I was about to say.
yeah.
When they just
But
be
not
drawing, just be drawing.
Yeah,
like, that
exactly.
shit
Yeah,
is,
just
like,
the
hard.
drawing aspect of things, like that shit. Like
Shit
I can see
hard.
the child, like, because what they
Bro,
say.
they used to be terrible. Box
It's
cars
hard
and all
though, bro.
that. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we talk about this
Gotta start
conversation all the
somewhere.
time. We
That's
talk
all
about this,
slime. That shit was hard.
bro. Like frame shit has always been like, that's been the shit to me. Because niggas always be like, well, people tell me, not always, but like people be like I used to get DMs and be like, oh, bro, you're the best designer. But I looked at frame as like the one to me, like out here, like that's where I saw that. Like, damn, frame is that guy because he can almost create like anything. You just tell him, like he drew my parents, and it was exactly.
Yeah,
what
Oh,
it
that
was.
was you?
Yeah.
On the back of the design?
Yeah, that's who
That
did
was-
it.
That
was
shit
nice.
was that was crazy because I was just learning that shit.
Yeah,
Still,
that
like,
shit was wild. Like, he
And-
was
That's
able
crazy.
to-
I actually picked up that design today.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
like, that shit
Because I was
was-
talking to my sister about
That's
the episode, and she was like, "What does your friend do?" And I was like,
A
"Oh,
bunch
he
of
does
shit.
like a bunch of stuff."
Yeah,
and
do.
I picked up the
Renaissance,
design to
man.
like
This nigga
show
Swiss
her,
Army knife.
and I seen the back of the book, and I was like, "This is dope,
he
like
drew that.
fire."
Yeah, that- and that's just like that's just what.
Bro, they definitely tapped in with me, bro.
Yeah,
Because
like,
I don't know how I did that
it's-
still. Like
That's beautiful, bro.
for real, bro. That's just
It was meant to
That's
be,
just-
but
that's
that's the only
yeah,
person I wanted to do it though. That's
bro.
the
That
thing.
shit's spooky, bro. For like it low key like trips me out all the
It's
time.
just like that shit. Like frame is that guy to me, and my like becoming like friends, like how we are now. But he like this shit's crazy because I met frame in like what 2013.
When we go to LA,
Like we first like the first day or second day we met, we ended up going to LA.
hey, shout out to
Damn.
all your friends that are just like low key just pioneers, bro.
That shit
like,
is crazy. We
There's
went to
good
LA.
people. You have good people.
So you
around
guys clicked instantly?
No, like that was the
No?
thing. It was
We
more
was
like
just around.
situational.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
just like
okay.
we was there. Like,
Like-
but frame is always like me and him always been in the same vicinity. I just told him this like a few weeks ago. Like, bro, you've always been in my life on some random shit, but like
Facts.
God put you in my life, and we just kind of. I wasn't paying attention to what. who
Bro,
was
on
in
some
my
dark
life.
shit, I used to when I'm like, damn, bro, how's this nigga doing it? Like with his
Divine
parents.
timing.
Yeah, with his parents, just like you know what I'm saying. Like that's.
Bro.
I mean, we was on the west side. Everything's close knit on the west side.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
know what I'm saying. Like I never met him, but you know what I'm saying. I knew of like his situation. I always went. I was like, God damn, that shit got to be different.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Did you ever reach out to him?
Not until I wanted it to be cool. Like I didn't want to just do some internet shit. And like as I knew this nigga, it was funny. He would have took it the wrong way too. Like
Yeah, definitely back then I would have been like, "What is this nigga talking about?"
Facts.
I was weird back then.
that's
Like, people,
funny.
I'm weird now, but I
No,
was
we be
weird.
on the same shit. And you know what's funny, real quick, to go back to that trip to LA. I was thinking, I was like, nigga, we was probably in the car thinking the same shit. Like, bro, what the fuck does Tony got us on? Like, what?
That was the most random. But that
Bro,
shit
it was the randomest
fire,
trip.
though.
It was a good ass
It was
trip.
a dope trip, but it was just like mad random. Like
Come, bro. The
When was that though?
When?
it had to be like 2013, 2014.
Nigga, 9 years later.
If
It's
that
still,
or
it's still
12,
submitted in your
I feel
phone.
like.
Yeah,
That's
bro, it
crazy.
was
That's
bro.
wild.
Yeah, that shit.
Whatever
was,
daily life was, that shit was.
I remember Frame had the big 7 with the phone in the back.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
that. I found
shit-
that picture.
bro.
That
That shit was to be legendary. Like I don't know, but it's just crazy how
Oh,
this
that's
shit
the
went.
cover. Yeah, I'm gonna send you that.
Yo,
Shit. That shit funny.
fucking weak. I'm in the back seat. That shit's just wild though. Like, but yeah, Frame is like my favorite artist. Like, it's just dope that I'm
Thank you, man.
working with my favorite artists.
How tight? How not even tight? How much of a blessing is it to like that your heroes or your friends?
That shit
You feel me?
Bro, that's
blows my
crazy.
mind,
That's
bro.
that's a
That shit
blessing.
blows my
You know
fucking
what I'm
It's
saying?
tight,
Like, not
too.
too many people like
It's really
get that.
tight.
You
That
feel
shit
me?
is fucking.
It's a
wild.
cheat
Like-
code, really. Like, real quick, I want to big up Damon. Like, Damon picks like my favorite beats, like the beats I actually like that I liked making. He picks them in raps and makes them into great songs and shit.
Go crazy.
But even with that being said, even with that being said, even for myself, like being around these niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I've treated my stay in music kind of like a business transaction with every interaction or relationship I've had. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I've been able to like create a true, genuine relationship with y'all,
Facts.
it's crazy because I do not get close to people at all. So it's tight that I had that relationship with
I
y'all.
would say,
so that's what I'm saying. Like
our shit too.
Like having your friends around you that are your heroes is so fucking tight. Like Al inspires me. This nigga Frame inspires me. Toss Me Fab. The art that we both created together. You know what I'm saying? Like been some of my favorite projects that I've ever done.
Oh, bro.
Like literally, like
Hosity
is my favorite song.
Bro,
I
that's
love
one of
that
my
song.
favorite
And then
videos
the
I ever shot.
Bro,
yeah, we just
it's
all
one of
the
my
songs.
favorite videos.
Right.
We might just play a whole album.
Just in general, that's my favorite video, like top 10 of all time. That I like. This shit is beautiful, bro. Like it's beautiful, bro. Like I don't. It's just a beautiful relationship that I've been able to build with these niggas.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's a fact. Yeah,
Iron sharpens
Yeah, I
iron
can feel
or
the
whatever.
love between y'all.
we got Chenice got us in here. We might get emotional on this episode. Shit, that shit wild.
Nigga, I threw the tissues away, nigga. Y'all don't see these tears.
So we are
Y'all
not
don't see
fucking
these
crying
tears.
on the
I'm
podcast.
crying, nigga.
There's no tears on the
I'm
podcast.
crying, nigga. Let's talk about my ex, bro. Fuck.
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ.
Just joking. I'm joking.
I'm weak. But why do we create art? You know, like why do y'all create art? Like,
For bitches. No, my bad.
insecure.
Try again.
For you know who. Hopefully you see them.
And validation.
It's all for
I
you.
feel it.
It's all for you, like Janet said. No, I do it because it's one of the longest things I've known my entire life, and then two was
How did you get introduced?
my mom taught me how to draw. Like she used to draw like on her free time,
Oh, that's
and then I just you know what I'm saying I copied the wave, and
Okay.
I just did the same.
That's just hard.
Yeah. But yeah, the I do it because I like it, and it's what I've known the longest. And
Show and tell.
Insert
else?
art picture.
Right. Put my, yo, just check out my IG, man. It's all up there. Every picture,
Did you give
every
your
post.
social? Did you guys give your socials? I don't
I'm
remember.
trying to get them to use the fucking link tree, but they just ignore it. So
Who, the fans or us?
you.
Oh, my fault. Yo, follow my IG at BPGC. I think there's an underscore. If there's not, just put BPG.
My shit's already in the like bio, so my shit is there. But it's Uncle Al, man. Just you'll find me.
I think you're gonna say Uncle, but it's like V and.
I was gonna say there's some.
Yeah.
Just take the C out and put an X. You know?
Oh yeah, it's this. Bro, I thought it had the V in it.
I was copying knowledge. I was like, let me do
Jesus
something knowledge would
Christ.
do.
That's what I like now. Fuck an opinion. I hate when niggas do that shit. Bro, remember Asaad had you niggas putting V's instead of A's?
I remember all y'all niggas.
All you niggas.
Very nasty. Very
Fuck swag,
nasty.
man. Fuck
Nigga.
swag.
Niggas thought they was stepping out doing their own thing. Why?
They was doing the ASAP thing. Nah, them niggas had a run. Them niggas had a crazy run. But fuck
It
that.
What do you create, Damon?
I create because I just love to do it, and it's so cliche, but like I just love music. But more than that, I just love art in general. So I know niggas are like talking about like I can go to an art gallery and love that shit. I don't like that shit. I don't love that shit. I like visual arts. I like music. I love everything encompassed with making music, from the actual production to the writing of it. Writing, I love songwriting. Just the art behind every aspect of music, I love.
Why would you say you love writing?
I'm sorry.
Why would you say you love writing? You
I
put an
feel
emphasis on that one the most.
I feel like with songwriting, it's just such a not even just such a difficult task, but just also gives you insight to like where that person is at the time or the type of person that is. what I'm saying? Like how somebody goes about writing something shows so much about like the type of person that they are.
Yeah.
And how they process things. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, one of my favorite songwriters is Frank Ocean. Like I try to emulate how I write.
That's a very good fucking point.
Like, he'll say a whole lot and not say anything at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I like that kind of abstract songwriting.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, him...
the new shit you got, you tell, like, really, like, the two I like so far, or the three, you talk really, like, you go in depth about, like, specific shit. You just know it's specific because of, like, the shit you're talking about. You know what I mean? It's specific to you, obviously, but I feel like the situation is all familiar to your listeners.
And and going back to the last episode when we were talking about that, I think that's what really, really makes me love it so much more, is the fact that people are able to, like, I think I have more ears now, a little bit more.
Oh yeah, they connect to it.
They can connect to it, and when I'm doing like the things, the little nuggets I put in, people are grasping onto that, and that's what makes me love it even more. To be honest with you, so songwriting specifically, that's what I love. But then just music as a whole, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, just
how'd you get into writing?
Package is crazy.
Did you like write in school or something? I always meant to ask you.
You know what's crazy, bro?
I was to the legal trap interview.
Honestly, that's what it was.
Did he say that in there? That's interesting.
Put the link in. Drive
You have to.
You know what? I probably did.
It was something with like church. Like,
Yeah. Exactly. So like, growing up, I was like super into like hooping and like golf. Like I was nice at golf. Super nice. I thought I was gonna be technical.
Probably
for
still
real.
is too.
I'm decent for a nigga that plays once a year. Nigga, I'm super nice. Don't play with me.
Nigga be hating on himself. You know, ever go to the greens, bro.
Nigga, for real, please.
Get good
pull
with
up.
yourself, bro.
But I picked up music. Just being in church all the time, being around it. I've always loved it. There was like a rap. These niggas rapping. At my church.
Niggas in church.
Oh my god, might be the title. That's wild.
That's a wild statement.
Bitch on the pew. Let's go. No, I'm playing. I'm sorry.
Nah, but just being around music, like in church, Kirk Franklin, Fred Hammond, all those dudes, like listening just to their music and listening to it live in church was tight. And then we had rappers that came in. Then I heard like Wayne. I heard T.I. Nigga wanted to be Chingy.
Damn.
Growing up, like nigga.
So left you go T.I.
T.I. Wayne and Chingy,
Right,
nigga.
Chingy's so
like wild,
right
but like,
there.
like I like the different places that you could take music. You have a nigga like right there.
That nigga said, "Come on, you heard."
Like, what are you talking about? 10, 12-year-old me?
No, he had a really good song with Mark. What's that nigga from Smart Guy? That song was amazing.
Pulling me back. I was pulling that the other day.
That shit's funny. Yeah,
Marcus.
Yeah,
bro, Marcus. Oh, y'all probably know this now, but he played. He sang the Lion King.
Oh yeah, he was
singing all the.
Damn.
Yeah,
I don't think I knew that.
That's funny.
But yeah, bro, just growing up in church, wanted to be a rapper. I would join this group. We created this group called Lyrically Gifted Kings, LGK, a Christian rap group. You know what I'm saying? And I finally branched off and just started doing my own.
That's tight.
Had a gang in church.
How long were you in that?
Banging, nigga. Like 2-3 years.
Okay.
2-3 years, but.
And then you came up with Damon Logan?
It's just my name, to be honest with you. I had an early rap name.
What was it?
Oh my god.
What was it?
The Lockster.
The what?
Yeah.
Please tell me you had locks.
Lockster? Why?
No, not hair locks. No, it's even stupider. It's even dumber. I had a padlock. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Dumb as shit.
So why do you
know it? No, it's not dumb as shit. My mom gave me that.
Switch gears.
My mom gave me that name, and
This
I ran with it.
nigga
And it was
Boy,
not
you're
tight.
green as shit.
Because
Yeah,
if mom
bro.
gave it to you, you just gotta go.
I just ran with it. You know?
Okay.
That shit was trash.
That's
as
valid
hell.
for a rap name. First rap
You
name.
just gotta tweet this nigga a padlock periodically.
Like, that shit was terrible. But yeah, and then we have Damon Logan.
Thank God for Damon Logan, right?
Yeah, man. So
Lobster.
shit.
Dan, shout out to Shorty that in the future is gonna like randomly call you that.
Oh Oh shit!
Might
That was
get
my
excited.
You're
that
not
was,
telling, bro. Like we've been kicking with this nigga for so long. We just found out about the Lockster.
that was my PlayStation name for the longest,
The
nigga.
Lockster.
Damn.
For the longest, bro. I just changed it like last
You
year.
gotta tell that story, bro. You gotta tell that story differently. Like you was like, yo, I
Nah,
beat
dude,
this nigga ass with a Lockster.
It gotta
like
be
a
something
padlock.
like
It gotta be so cooler. Nah.
Or like I used to
Lame.
rob the.
Lame as hell. Lame as hell.
I did say that. I'm sorry.
I guess for me, it's like it kind of goes back to what Frame said. Like my dad, he didn't draw or nothing, but he would do like these little drawings and shit like that. He was in the military, and he'd draw like tanks and shit like that. And he was a truck driver too, so he would draw like diesels. I had like some fire ass old pictures of him, but I fucking lost them over time. Like when I was a kid.
He don't care.
Definitely. My mom used to keep all that shit too. That's the wild part. That shit just kind of just faded.
For real.
I think it's at my aunt's house somewhere around there.
hard.
But
For real.
and then
That's love, y'all.
For real, man.
Can we,
For
can
real.
we shout out to the sponsor of the podcast, Love?
that's a
For
fact.
real.
So yeah, it kind of always stuck with me. I never knew how to draw. I still can't draw. So people always be like, "Yo, you illustrate?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. I just manipulate, so I can get it done
Yeah,
somehow."
that's a bar too.
This
I
nigga's
don't illustrate, I
right
But
there.
yeah, but it came from like MySpace, you know, like MySpace, like heavy mixtape covers, and I always in the little Bape characters. I always wanted to know how to do those.
You remember the MySpace layouts where they just had baby Milo?
Yeah,
just
exactly. I always wanted to know how they made those, and I remember I reached out to
Little glitter
somebody.
graphic.
Yeah, exactly.
I was a little colder back
Like we don't even fuck with
Right,
Bape no
everybody
more.
was.
Everybody was. That's so
Like,
hard.
oh, how you delete the info box?
Yo, I want to hide my
We
comments.
found out how to code, like do that.
Let me hide my
the-
comments
Hide
real
the
quick.
comments, hide the friends, and then
Find the comments, boy. Yeah,
exactly.
Get slimy real quick.
You gotta like click on a random.
Nah, you gotta go to the address bar and just change the page.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, it was like weird shit
Niggas
like
ain't
that, bro. That's wild.
It's like, what do you mean you talking to this?
But yeah, just you know, and then I went from that MySpace, and then mixtape covers always got me. I always wanted to learn how to do that, and I never got into it until like 2013. So it was like way after the fact. And
Well, yeah. What was your what would you say was like your first foray into the graphic? Like my shit was YNA with MP. That was like the first.
my first, oh shit, I was rapping. I was doing the bullshit with.
Oh, so that you even did your own cover?
V Smooth, yeah, V Smooth.
See, rappers, man. Let's switch gears real quick. Let's talk about accountability. You know what I'm saying? Being a real artist. You know what I'm saying? Damon, you cool because you're on top of your shit. But you know what I'm saying? Al
Sweating for a
made
second.
his first cover. And he was like, "Oh, I'm trying to rap, but I need a cover for my
Bro,
make."
I
All right,
had
whatever.
to.
That's cool.
Bro
We
said,
good.
"You do Photoshop, right?" And I was like, "I don't, but I'll figure it out."
I'll figure it out. That's
Both
for another
of them.
podcast.
So yeah, I did that shit, and then from there met a couple other people. Shout out Tony. I met people through them, and then that's when like my design shit just went to the moon, as they say nowadays, and been doing that shit ever since. And that's just been like I'm chasing the feeling of like how I used to feel when it was fun. That's really it for me.
You still ain't you're not there.
Nah.
You're not back
Burnt
yet.
out.
It'd be fucking
Low key.
It's
Yeah.
like when I design, it'd be taking me days. Like I would start something, I'd just come back to it. Like
All right, so when you were
Monday.
feeling the feeling of like, what do you mean first by the feeling, real quick, just so it sounds
But
clear?
that shit used to be fun. Like it had no like.
It didn't seem like work.
Yeah, it didn't seem like work or just like.
And so, how
It was-
did you like? Was your turnaround different?
It was just ideas, like trying new shit, learning new shit. I think like low key, I got so wrapped up in my flow. It's my second nature. Like when I do Photoshop and all, like you can kind of see it in my designs. Like a lot of my designs is gonna have a vintage feel. It's gonna be mad grain, all that stuff. I've been trying to get out of that. Like because I truly like clean design. I like super simplistic shit. Like I don't like too much going on. I don't like I don't even like doing the grunge shit, but I know people eat that up, like
But-
the whole threshold and all that shit.
But do you think that's you getting caught up in the flow, or do you think that's your signature?
No, I mean, I guess it might be my signature. It's just like going to the like the vintage shit. Because I was doing like I was super influenced by like the Mac, Superfly, and all that shit. Like my She Hate Me logo was like based off the
Willie Hutch.
Superfly. Yeah, like
Look up the Willie Hutch.
So, and that was
album
before
cover.
like the whole pimp shit became like a whole little weird cult following. Now, like I was doing that shit because that was as dope, and it was like black exploitation films, like those. It was black, you know, it was some black shit like that was like African American culture.
What do you mean by that?
And that's how I incorporated it into my art, you know, like because it was like the whole 70s vintage looking shit, and then that kind of just faded out because like.
Do you think
wrapped up in it.
You've reached like a glass ceiling or whatever as far as your artistry, and that's why you don't feel the same, like because you're comparing it to, you have a point of comparison, like so when you were first starting,
for sure.
When you first started out, your only point of reference was like the niggas that inspired you.
Yeah.
And so what I guess the question is like, now that you've reached that point, do you feel like that's why you don't have the feeling?
No, yeah, it could be because I feel like now I'm like.
Shanice got me on my question.
Because like everybody I looked up to.
She's not a guest. She's actually part of it.
Everybody, no, we might have her on like, you know, occasionally, like more often. I was thinking about that because she has some good ass questions.
Great fucking questions.
But no, I think because I got to a point where like I would have my certain like people that I like looked up to as far as like Photoshop shit. And I got there, and I pretty much now my second nature is like I can do that like easy. Like I can look at some shit, like I could do that. Like the Drake shit, that shit took me like fucking 15 minutes. Like I remade that.
Honestly, never. Yeah, that's crazy. I legit thought you made it.
That was a sloppy copy, bro. Like I did
seen
that
it,
shit.
and I was like, that looks like his
Drake
work.
still
I did that shit like 2019 for Ackrite. Like he had the whole other design, exact same thing, basically like that. But and that shit, you know, it's just shit like that where like that shit fucks me up because I'm like, bro, I can do this, and then I see shit like that go to like a bigger fucking platform, and then it's like, damn, I get kind of discouraged. Like I'm like, is my shit really good? Is that ego?
I don't know. Is that ego? I don't know if it's ego. I really don't.
Yes.
I just see my shit
I
on
don't
the
see
bigger.
I don't think that's ego. I think that's just you kind of getting in your own head.
I don't know.
Because what I will say, I feel you. I definitely feel you with what you're talking about because, especially when you're making music, like I feel like like my first to piggyback off what he said.
Yeah, what was your
about making your artwork when you first. You're not the first because I did it.
He said, "I just need to put that in there."
Out, man.
He is the oldest. He is the oldest member of the pod. Yeah, you see. Yeah, go ahead. No, you want to pick that up? Let's pick it up.
Oh shit.
He's a rapper. You don't say his rap name.
And no, for real though.
He's 23.
Not. I'm joking about that, but like my first single solo after I got out of that group. I didn't make the artwork. It was like that's not the point.
But I commend that because you knew what you wanted.
But, you know what I mean? Yeah,
for
sure.
I commend that.
But the point I'm making about that is and it's going crazy still on SoundCloud, bro. I dropped that shit like maybe almost 10 years ago.
For real?
And
I've never heard it.
That shit is still going crazy. Fucking my biggest hate over here. No, but like it's a song over an MF Doom beat, right?
Okay, that's what. I said, what beat is it?
It's a song over MF Doom beat, and if you listen to that sound, it's what's being reinvigorated right now. And so I feel you because that's the only shit I was into. Like back when I was rapping then, like Blue, all those type of people were MF Doom were the people I was influenced by, and I was making that sound.
Nigga said Blue. Shout out Blue and Exile.
Yeah, for real. And to hear that sound being reintroduced is cool. But I've been making that shit.
Yeah.
I've been doing that shit when niggas weren't. You know what I'm saying? And to hear it now it's kind of discouraging only because like I hear what they doing now. My shit been sounded like that and it's gotten way better than what the fuck they on right now. You feel me? Respectfully. But I feel you because I feel like if we just had gotten the correct exposure, then we'd be not only be in a different position.
I don't want to be running none of them niggas. Fuck.
but I feel what you're talking about. I 100% feel you. So like finding that fire to continue to still go. You know what I'm saying? It becomes tougher, but just figuring out how to attain that fire again is what I don't want to say I'm working on because I feel like I've gotten it, especially being around y'all. But yeah, it's just different. Like I used to bang out verses, like write it verses like 20 minutes. A full 16:32.
That's
verse.
fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
it would just come.
Niggas be using their blocks up just to hang out.
Bro, yeah. Like I would just like knock that shit out.
Is it different now?
Yes and no, only because back then I was writing almost every day and I was doing multiple verses.
See.
You know what I'm saying? Now, like I was telling you before the pod, like yesterday, like I'm trying to get myself back into just writing more often. I've been doing it so long, so I feel like I don't have to all the time. But like, I like now when I'm writing a verse, if it comes to me, it comes to me, and I can bang out like a 32 bar verse. See, but it has to come to me.
This goes to like my shit with like missing the feeling because I feel like now with you even saying that, and then what Al said, it sounds like a thing of like chasing this art shit, kind of like just put miles on us, like mentally.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. It's real shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really like work. You know, like how passionate are you about it? Like for real. Like obviously you're still passionate. There's love there because you still do it, but it's not in the same reverence as like when you first started.
That it's that ignorant passion. That's that ignorant passion out of just like being like blind and not understanding being ignorant to the point to where all you care about is just that you love it so much that you're just gonna just do it because you love it.
Yeah. Do you care about do you give a fuck about the success of the idea?
Yes, and that's what's fucking it up. To an extent, I care about the success to the point to where I care enough to like just so into it where I understand it's more than just writing a dope rap.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta package it. So like I have the dope rap because I can rap. I know I've been rapping a long time. I can do that. Cool, I'll put the rap down. I gotta make sure it's engineered and mixed good. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna roll it out. I gotta figure out what kind of visual I want to put behind it. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna market it. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot more that I'm focusing on that I wasn't really focusing on before, and I think that's what kind of kills it for me because I'll make a dope song like the Ship Sail song. That's one of those songs where I was talking about where it just comes to me naturally. I wrote that song hella quick.
Yeah. No, I sent you the beat and you sent me the
voice note or something like that, like ASAP, right? Yeah, because it just came to me. But I can't just put that song out just by itself because I know now, okay, I have a good quality song. Now I got to figure out the business side of it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what
kind of fucks it up for me. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't fuck it up for me, but it kind of like.
You're past.
I'm past just being just
falling in love with the announcement.
Yeah, I have.
You want to package
I wear too many hats and I have to do too many more things to that body of work.
And what were you gonna say, Al?
No, I was gonna say I think that once I started making money off my art, that's what kind of like fucked it up because it's like the other topic too we had was like the
value in it.
Value. And it's like you started to it's business. You start learning about business and then like your art, and it's like I see my art because I'm like as I get better, like I'm not going to charge $50 a cover. It's like I'm getting better and better, and then on top of that, I'm getting bigger opportunities. I'm building my my network or like my clients. My clients are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. At one point, I was working with like 3 different labels.
Go ahead, say their names.
I was working with Republic. I was working with
Republic.
Where Drake is signed, yes.
Okay, the one that signed Drake.
With them.
For sure, my fault.
I was working with Universal, which owns Republic, but it's a separate brand.
Like the studios.
Yeah,
Universal.
Yes. Okay. And then also I was working with So Way Out with G Perico, like his company too.
Okay, yeah, bro. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
$600 don't sound too crazy now.
No. So I'm saying, like, bro, but like also
doesn't sound too crazy now.
To me. Like I might could spend $600.
The niggas that signed Drake.
So it's just but that's what like fucks me up because it's like I see my worth at this. I know my art is this. And I can create this, and this. I see people put out like bullshit ass covers, bullshit ass like it's not even quality.
Opinion. These are opinions, not hate.
Yeah, exactly.
I got
so
you, bro.
Your disclaimer, yes. But you can tell, like, when shit is like, oh, all right, you know. But you ain't gonna say that, but you thinking like,
nah, yeah, because it's like, go ahead, get your shit off.
I look at it. A lot of people I ask people like, I ask girls that like I'll date or I talk to, I'm like, what makes you click on albums sometime?
Oh, real quick, can I ask this? Did you show? No, Shorty was like hip to what you do, right?
My ex, yeah.
Yeah. And what about like any girl that you were like?
Yeah,
involved with?
yeah, they know. They know.
Do you like show her?
Nah, I don't do that.
All right, yeah, cool.
They kind of just like,
So you
they
don't
follow,
play
they see the gram.
You say you don't play your stuff around them?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
I'll
not.
play that shit.
Fuck no.
Is it an insecurity or?
You know what's crazy? I'm not sure. I'm not sure really what that is. I really
my
don't
shit
know what that
was
is,
like
actually.
it was rooted in insecurity, and then like I just like I learned to like just separate it. Like you know what I'm saying? You get Bruce Wayne and then you get Batman.
I like this. I like the separation.
But why would you want to separate it?
Because it's two different things. It's
insecurity?
like, oh yeah, it is
Nah,
insecurity.
Yeah.
about it, for real.
That's lame.
That's
Fuck
lame.
that.
Lame as fuck.
Nah. My first brain said, nah. It's like because I don't want that to be. It
That's
is
not the
insecurity.
relationship.
I don't want it to
You
be.
fucked us. See how simple that was, and it fucked us up, bro.
It was.
But was it an interaction with somebody? Like, did you get a bad? Like,
No, I've always
Never.
been like
You
this.
just-
Like,
But I've just
niggas
never
that-
put myself in a position for that to happen, which is
Yeah.
shitty.
You ain't ever just been like cruising, and then the shit just came on.
Yeah.
I don't like
Oh
listen,
shit, this
I
my
don't,
shit.
I don't like listening to my
Start
shit.
scrambling.
I don't like listening to my shit around other people.
in general.
No, just whipping it. Like you just been driving, and she just in the passenger seat, and your shit just on.
I
Change
change
it,
it. I don't. Yeah, I change it.
It's
weird.
Logan.
It's
She
weird.
go, like, you just change it.
That's weird, bro. I don't
Ain't
like
that you?
But and you know what
It
it is? I
feels
feel like
weird.
it
Turn it
feels
down.
weird as fuck. I think another thing is too. I would be with other artists, and this might be another reason why I don't hang around too many rappers. I would be around a rapper, only rappers, and they'll play me their song without me wanting to hear it. You know what I'm saying? That shit is so weird. That is so weird. And it's not even like somebody that like they're not even asking for a critique really. They're like or it might be, oh, like check this song out, I want you to hear this. And then it'll turn into a fucking listening party. Like
Hey,
yeah,
that shit dropped Friday, bro.
No,
You
now niggas is
fucking
like,
with
yo,
it?
drop the artwork a day later.
You fucking with it? You trying to hop on this?
yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Can't wait.
I think I got something for this. Pull up the
Yeah,
notes.
fuck yeah. Send this to me, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna work
Send
on
this to me.
Ooh,
That
I'm
shit is
telling on
gone.
myself.
For
nigga.
real, giving out your
I done
juice.
used that shit so many times. Yeah, bro, send this.
We almost at hour. We go.
Is it almost halftime?
Yeah, it's almost halftime. But yeah, I mean, to just continue this conversation, people fall in love with the idea of things. Like I think I fell in love with the idea of like making money
With your
with
passion?
my art, with my passion, and that idea is kind of stuck in my head in the sense of like I could do this, but it's just like, is the time right? I don't know. But I know this goes with a lot of things, because like I was telling Frame on the way over here to pick up Chenice, I was like, yeah, I think sometimes like I get like in my head and start thinking about like the idea of my ex, because me and Chenice will talk about this before, and it's just like people fall in love with the idea or think about the idea of like who somebody was.
At the end of the day, I want to just quote a great person. It's insecurity.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. I feel it.
No, for real, bro. It's fucked up. Like that's all that.
That's the
shit.
title
It
of the
sucks,
episode.
man. It's
We got so many
insecurity.
titles for this.
Damn it.
But should we gonna go to halftime, or we gonna bounce back into finishing?
Nah, real
this
quick.
stuff?
I wanna piggyback on something you said.
Okay, bet.
Because you said the money fucked up the art for you, the passion at least.
I guess, yes.
Fuck yeah, same here.
As-
But that's also why I charge what I charge. Go ahead.
But for me, I'm so jaded and I'm so jealous of y'all niggas. Cause I don't feel. I think we talked about this last pod, or maybe the I don't know, but like the ability to be able to profit off of your art, I still haven't seen that for myself.
I mean, when you sell the hoodies, but
I mean, like but again, that goes back to what I was saying before, taking away from like the passion of making music, because that's the precipice. That's the precipice
know what that
of it
means.
all. That's the root. That's the foundation of it all for me. You know what I'm saying? So
Rapper.
like.
learn something new each day.
So for me, like, I just want to make money off of music. I know music. There's no money in music. I get that. No real money. In
We
music.
got
I
these
can face
shows
it, I'm
coming.
not.
We got this merch coming.
Hey,
Of
boy, you need a
course,
red
of course.
shirt for the PGA, my boy.
But like,
Let's do it.
but like, when it comes to like making or being profitable making music, I'm seeing the profit is in things like merch or shows, and shows aren't easy at all to book. Merch isn't easy at all to make.
Hey, put
It's
that down as
easier.
another topic because I'm really curious about that, like
But,
booking
like,
shows and shit.
But like for me, like I'm like fuck. Like I love making music, but this shit is not making me money. So I got to figure out a way to package this music so I can somehow find some kind of profit. Exactly.
And that's why I said, like, is
That'll-
that the idea of that? Is that, like, you know, people
It's
fall in
overwhelming,
love?
bro.
Yeah, like,
That
people
shit
fall
is-
in love with, like back in the day, like 2013, 2014, I had like multiple clothing brands I did, and people just thought like, oh, they can make a brand and they gonna make quick money. They fell in love with the idea so fucking fast,
Bro, that
not
shit's
knowing
so crazy.
the back end shit.
That shit's expensive.
Yeah.
As fuck, like,
Yeah.
but it's like I feel like that's what so many things people think they can just jump into shit. Like it's the gym, they just think instantly get in the gym, they about to
Exactly.
just bench press 350.
There's so much that goes into it, bro. Even with we're going back to the merch part. What do we do for Summer Lasts Forever? Like
Yeah,
Summer Lasts
yeah,
Forever,
facts.
right? I had the collection that dropped. Completely aside from music, that and then also the hoodies. So that's me bigging up myself. I dropped those
Go ahead, talk your
without it being backed by music, but the amount of money and time that went into just making that. You know what I'm saying? To have to continually do that,
Right.
I would almost have to make that my full-time gig. You feel me?
Right.
So like what we shot a promo video.
Photos.
I shot photos separately with another artist. I had to schedule and coordinate people like the
Booking
two
models.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
Like I had,
on
to, I
top
had
of
to
making the
organize.
shit.
I had to organize the fucking how I wanted to shoot. Like all the videos we shoot, I'm typically writing the treatment and directing them. You know what I'm saying? Like there's
Yeah.
so much that goes into it. That yeah, it's cool to say I did it, but low key, if I didn't have to do it, my nigga, I probably like, or
If
if
somebody
I,
else could do it for you,
exactly, or
you
if I could
definitely
be in a
could.
position financially to where I can be like, okay, financially, I can survive off of music,
Mm-hmm.
and I can do this on the side type shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Okay.
Or you know what I'm saying? I'm just not in that position, obviously, right now, but that's where it becomes like, damn, if what I was doing, passionate about music, was making me money solely, different story. But it's not. You know what I'm saying? So like,
So would you guys say the work ethic in your art is what kind of makes you go back and forth between you actually wanting to continue to do it?
No, it's the money. It's the money.
I love the work. Even with the shit that I was just talking
Like
about.
that
I love
shit's
I
not.
love
That's
the
as
process.
much as we like complaining. That's not the hard part.
Yeah, I
it's
love the
the
process.
fact
Oh,
of
yeah,
like
definitely.
we did X, Y, and Z, and damn, $72.
Yeah, the return. Definitely the return.
Okay.
$72.
It's definitely the
My
return.
words would be like, hey, bro, let me just see what you could do. I'm like, what? What do you mean?
I was
You
like,
want, me,
why are we talking?
you want me to just do this shit and then be like, oh, well, I'm good, bro. Like, no, bro, that's my time. Like, what the fuck? Like, my time is like
That's
it's
true.
valuable.
The money and the time.
Yes.
That's really.
That's what. Yeah, that's the thing that be getting to me.
Especially if
It's
you offer a
definitely
service. I don't offer a service. So that for y'all.
But
I feel-
even
You got
like,
verses,
when you,
bro.
I feel like you
Sure.
feel that
You sell
too
verses.
when you drop a project and it doesn't get the just due that it. You know?
Absolutely.
That's
truth.
like- so I feel like you feel the same
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, in a
Yeah.
different. Yeah, I get you.
Different
yeah,
aspect.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's halftime.
Exactly. We have something about to roll up.
Hey, Q halftime by Young Thug. Free Thug, free Jeffrey, free sex.
They didn't do that shit.
I always knew I want me gay.
We're back. Halftime. What did we left off on the idea of shit, right? Yeah. So like moving into that, like we're gonna get to more relationship based because we got an expert here,
Where?
Chenice. No, I'm just playing.
So
Now we just have a different perspective here, and that's what we need on heading into the relationship parts of like these conversations. Because 3 niggas here, and we gonna be mad, ignorant, and
One-sided?
probably, yeah, super one-sided.
Those are my favorite
But
conversations. The ignorant ones.
I'm right.
If y'all haven't figured that out,
I'm right, and this is why y'all wrong. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I feel it.
See, that's why you
But like it goes back to the whole
Never
like
wrong.
the idea of stuff, like people be falling in love with like the idea of a person and stuff like that. And
That should be dope. When they're still dope to you.
when it's new and fresh,
Hell yeah.
damn,
Fire.
new and fresh.
fire.
That goes back to the show though, with the
Love Life?
Yeah, bro, that shit was hard.
What do you mean? Like, what is it?
Because they explained that. He said, like, when
What show though? I don't know. What
Love
show
Life,
on HBO
season 2.
Oh, I need to check that out.
Watch season 2.
Yeah.
Watch season 1.
Called the Love Life, right?
Love Life, yeah.
Love Life, gotcha.
It's really interesting.
But yeah, he talked about basically like they were a shell of who they thought they were, basically.
Oh yeah,
and they couldn't be themselves, and eventually once they got.
Well, that was because he's black and she's white.
No, yeah, but I mean, there's relationships like that, but it's
yeah.
like there be culture shit like that too. You know, like somebody could be Muslim.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of black and Mexican couples out here, and that shit just it works. Carne asada fries.
Oh my goodness,
It just works. I don't know. It just works.
That's a funny analogy.
I'm fucking weak.
He said kind of side of fries.
But no, I get that. I'm fucking weak.
Red or green sauce, my nigga.
Both. I'm fucking weak. But I don't. I put down getting confidence back. I don't even remember that. Like, but I guess like losing it in a relationship, because that's what like one of the biggest things I felt like I lost was like my confidence. I feel like there's different ways of like losing your confidence, because we talked about like insecurities and like can that be installed into you because of somebody, or like this is off mic. We had this conversation. We had like a little survey at that, and people said mainly that they're already there, but I'm talking about right now is like getting your confidence back. Like, how do we get that back? Like, as a,
I think you gotta fucking fall off the bike. You have to just go out there and relearn. You know what I mean?
everything.
Like, yeah, bro. Like
Yeah.
what works, your talking style, your text style. You know what I'm saying?
Finding yourself again.
Yeah, facts. Because you're not.
You lose yourself when you're in those.
What Drake said is, it's not the end of the world, just the end of a world that we once knew. I don't know.
I
You
thought I
quoting
was
him like
obvious
Shakespeare.
number
Hold on.
I think it was Maya Angelou, not Drake. My fault.
one. Same thing, right? I'm
Same.
joking.
Ja.
I'm weak. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like I just fell off in the sense of my confidence, and still getting it back. You know, Big Al got his groove back. Shout out to that movie. What is it called? Stella got her groove back.
That's cool.
But what do y'all think? Like, what do y'all think about what are ways that you can get your confidence back, as far as like, even in a relationship? Like, how do y'all think you can get your confidence back? I know people be like mad insecure. Like, people, like, you get relationship weight, or you get, you know, like you stop hanging out with friends, but you may become super sad.
Oh yeah, the nigga that just come back around after his relationship.
You
Like,
know,
funny as
like,
hell.
it'd be shit like that. So, like, how do
Where
you
the
get
bitches at, nigga?
I hate it where the bitches ass niggas, bro.
I'm just making. I'm
nowhere
making
you
the
gonna
quote
be around
around.
if you talking like that.
They're nowhere.
Right.
We're not bringing them around you. You over horny.
No, for real. No, where's that bitch you always be talking to online? Like that shit,
Like, bro,
that should be so
nigga,
interesting.
Get the fuck out of my face.
80.
Bro. The niggas be acting like they fresh out. It's so ugly, bro. It's so
I was like, damn, your relationship was that fucked up, huh?
destruction?
Shanice, I'm glad that you're here because
Shout out, Chenice.
you get to balance my toxicity that I'm about to instill in this conversation. So for me, when you get out of a situation, I feel like you getting your confidence back has a lot to do with you maybe talking to other women, or just talking to a bunch of women, or whatever the case may be. I'm talking from a man's standpoint, obviously. But on top of that, you ask, like, how do you get your confidence while in a relationship? Because I feel like, depending on the type of relationship that you have, it doesn't have to be a toxic relationship. You just be so involved and wrapped up into a person that you can make it toxic for yourself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Without even knowing what. Fuck. So
There's your answer right there.
Well,
You're the problem.
I am the problem.
He felt that when he said that. He felt that shit. He's like, "Fuck."
He had an
Shit like that.
epiphany.
Like what I've noticed with myself, when I really like someone, I become that way. I kind of like just like focus all my energy and efforts on that one woman, which is what you should do. But I've noticed
Jake
when
said,
I
"Go
have
home."
my confidence and I'm in my bag, and I feel like I'm that nigga, and I'm with a woman, is when I'm also talking to other women, which is fucking crazy. I know. That's why that's why we need to hear.
That's that Leo shit, bro.
But it even in Because I think this doesn't have to be all the way toxic. I feel like women should do it too, and men should do it.
Well, hold
But
on. What's your birth chart?
Oh my god.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. I'll be serious. That was my last joke.
glad we off that. But like, no, for real. Like, say like it's a guy's night out, right? You got a girl, whatever. It's a guy's night out. Y'all chilling. Girls approach you. A girl comes up to you, talking to a girl, talking up with a girl. You don't have to go home with a girl. You don't have to get the number. You don't have to do any of that. But you just knowing that you knowing that you're still that
got
nigga.
it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you have that interaction.
Yeah, having that interaction with another woman, or like I said, a woman, vice versa.
I'm about to blow my girl back out when I get to the crib. She don't sleep.
But that's what I'm saying.
But if you like that,
I've had so many times where I'm like, okay, I'm not tweaking. She like. I see what she sees in me.
Yeah.
Like I'm that nigga. Like sometimes I need that because I feel like we get so blinded by just love that we just like
that idea.
That we feel like, okay, she's with me because she's just comfortable, or vice versa. This is just what I know.
Nah, I feel
you know what I'm saying? Like, so like having those interactions with other women while you're in a relationship, just interactions, doesn't have to be anything further than that. I feel like it can be healthy. You know what I'm saying? Just to realize that you're still that nigga.
So when you go home, do you tell Shorty like, oh yeah, you know,
Why?
we just kicking it?
Why?
I know.
She was like,
Nigga got defensive instantly. Like, why would I do something like
Well,
that?
seriously, because
Nah, it was boring as hell.
no, she's like, how was your night? Yeah.
It was good. It was a great night.
So what did you do?
Yeah, exactly. You
What
know
did
how to
we
do
do?
it.
What-
What,
you
no,
know,
what
went out
did
to-
you do?
What did I? We went out to the club.
What did you do? I wasn't there.
What did I do?
Yeah, what did you do?
I did what you trusted me to do. I went out to the club with my boys.
But you was
drinking.
trusting niggas triggered. He's triggered. I was doing what you told me to do.
But that's what I'm saying. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? And if I get pressed like that, that's
Niggas just
another
gotta keep that to
conversation.
the side. Like the whole argument is just like, I knew I
Yeah,
should have
you-
got that bitch number.
Yeah, because I feel like once you start giving off that like defense mechanism, that's when you
I know.
feel
I
guilty.
know. I didn't. I'm sorry.
That shit coming off of the night Shorty walked up to him. No,
Do
you
you
got
know who
bitch
I
in
am?
crib.
I feel
Do you
like
know who I am?
I feel like there's definitely like healthy ways to get your confidence back, like you said, an interaction. But I mean, it's the same thing, like you said, that, like the interactions with women. It doesn't have to go further than like a conversation, or you know, like you said, getting their number or anything like that. But I think it just depends on your intentions. That is basically where I think it starts. Like, are you actually wanting to know this person and leave it at that, or do you want to see her again?
Yes.
Do you?
That's where shit gets.
Well, I wasn't sure when I first met her. Like, we only talked for 5 minutes.
Now, Chenice. Say that say you and buddies together for like maybe 6 months, a year, right?
Okay.
And say somebody approaches you at the club,
Buddy.
right? And yeah, buddy. Say
Buddy.
you and your
Produce my
homegirl.
titty
Say you out with your slutty friends, right?
Ooh.
I'm joking. Those don't exist. Say you out with your homegirls though, and bro walks up to you. Y'all start talking, and you realize
She
like,
knows this nigga or
No, just a random guy. If she knew him, that would be a different story. I feel.
No,
But,
go ahead. I was just asking.
random dude comes up to you, right? Y'all start talking, chopping it up. It's just cordial, but you really actually like oh shit.
You feeling him?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 days later, you like think about it again. You're like, damn, this nigga that I'm with doesn't even compare to like what this nigga could potentially be. You know what I'm saying? How does that make you feel?
Wow.
Not only how does it make you feel, but you being so loyal to that guy, in some cases might not even allow yourself to even open up to have that conversation with that random person that walked up to you. So you might have missed that opportunity. Because I mean, I don't know how old you are, but it doesn't matter. Like say like you be 40, you can be 40. You can be 40, you can be 25. But I'm
If
saying,
if she loves the nigga the way you're talking about, then she's not thinking about the interaction with the dude.
I understand that, but falling in love with the idea, going back to that. What if we're just comfortable and we love each other because that's what we're supposed to do?
I think it depends.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it depends on your values. Because for me, if I'm loyal to him and I've been with him 6 months to a year, yeah, I'll have the conversation just out of respect if he approaches me respectfully, but I'm not thinking beyond that. I'm not thinking like,
That's what you're saying now, though.
She doesn't have that dog in her.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I can't be serious. Go ahead.
But like I said, it just depends. It's situational. Like, if I'm with him 6 months to a year and he ain't shit,
But that,
maybe y'all entertain it.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
y'all
that's my
entertain it.
point. But let's say y'all even been together longer than six months to a year.
Okay.
And you're just
Shit
comfortable.
like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like 4 or 5 years. You're just wild comfortable.
Okay.
And this nigga is a breath of fresh air that walked up to you.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying?
This might lead into
Where
the
do we
next
go?
topic.
What was that nigga's name?
What's going on?
Buddy.
Buddy. He's a breath of fresh air.
But a breath of fresh air, I mean, that only lasts for 5 seconds.
She knows her
It's-
highs.
For
I
me,
feel you.
I'm
I feel you.
a
I feel
people
you.
reader. I go off energy.
Fuck that.
and
Michael
stuff.
B.
So-
Jordan walked up to you at Cobra.
Folding. You are folding in half.
What about the nigga that's at home playing 2K right now? Like, do you still think about cut?
If my girl turns down Michael B. Jordan for me,
Pause, bro.
You better wife
play, nigga. No, that she's tripping. That's Michael B. That's a bag.
What the fuck does that
That's
mean?
a bag.
That's a bag.
Pause,
Oh
bro.
my goodness.
Aubrey's angel.
For real.
Aubrey's own angel.
At Aubrey's angel. The captain. I see you.
Let Drake walk in the room with me and my girl. Bitch, you better go over there.
Don't make me go.
He gonna be like, so what did we get? What did we get into?
So what he say?
Oh my goodness. What did he say?
Did he
You
invite
find out where his
you?
hotel is?
Did he invite you?
They're
Or
trying to
no?
line the list. They're trying to line
Hey,
the
no, that's really what happened. What? Remember the? It wasn't the girl that he took to the stage.
Bro, but that bitches
That
be with
really-
niggas that really think like that. Like,
There
that's
is.
crazy.
It's wild. I just seen like a TikTok the other day
That's
where
nuts.
the girl,
She's very gay.
I forget what she did. She was like, oh, she's in the car with the little brother of the guy that she's dating. She's like, don't tell him, but I just met this guy. He got a Ferrari. And the little brother's like, he said, oh, I like Ferraris too. You need to leave him. Like, what are you doing?
That's wild.
And then once the guy comes in the
That's a
car,
whole nother topic.
once the guy comes in the car, says the exact same thing. Oh, I like Ferraris too. So when you meet
That
him,
nigga-
like,
That nigga.
it's crazy. But
I
people
hate
are like
Ferraris.
that.
I'm definitely. I fucking hate Ferraris. Fuck Ferraris. I'm joking, but I mean, what are the chances of Drake taking your girl? I mean, I'm just saying that's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna be in that situation. If it does,
What if he's
We
Drake
got the
like?
Grammys, bro. We
just
up.
like
What if
Drake,
he's Drake like?
What if it's the fake Drake?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we stomping him out. What the fuck off the string? We beating that
sorry,
nigga ass.
there's
Excited.
no either you Drake or you not. Either you Michael B or you not. It's just a difference.
The fake
That's what I meant.
Drake.
It's a
The
difference.
fake Drake.
The
That's what I
fake
meant.
Drake. That's wild.
If it was fake Drake, nah, I'm pissed. The
Packing him
talking
out.
about?
Why you, bro? They got pictures of you talking to this nigga.
Whiny man. But yeah, no. But
Did you have anything to add to?
Getting confidence back? No.
Nah, but that Damon was talking about that point of like, I guess being tested in your relationship. You know what I'm saying?
But what Chenice said, it's like something.
Oh, your values?
But values, because it's like me, my ass. Like this used to be my thought process. Is like, nigga, I got somebody who does.
Like you didn't have some old work just like seeing that you popped up on the gram with.
nigga, I always say this. I was never a getting pussy ass nigga. Like I
Not
always
like that, but
struggled.
like you know what I'm saying.
No.
There was still, you know what I'm saying, pursuits.
No, none of
None of
them.
them,
None
like-
of them fucked with me like that,
None
bro.
of them
I would,
like, oh hey,
Yeah, like that's
I see you doing this.
no,
you a liar.
I swear to Bob.
he lies.
lied.
I swear, bro. Like
Worse than
there might have been one girl, but she was
Maybe there was, but you didn't take it that way.
maybe I don't know.
Or you didn't see the
I
conversation.
was so,
He's still in the
but that's how
cloud.
locked in I
Yeah. I feel
was.
it.
He like I didn't even
He's
see
seeing the
that.
butterflies.
But I used to just be like, this. I don't want to risk losing what I got because my ass.
Hey, the bitches gonna like that. Say that one more time.
I don't want to lose what I got. Like I'm definitely a person that.
This nigga podcast, you know,
I just appreciate.
Fuck outta here, bro.
I just appreciate what I have. Why would I want to lose what I have? That
Oh my God.
it's
For more-
fucking
that's the
fine.
hook. Oh, that's the missing point. For more pussy.
Man,
No pussy.
nah, I'm good, bro. Like
Respectfully.
it's just like getting high. It's just like it's only gonna be there for however long, and then it's just like That's what I. All right.
That was the.
I feel it.
Like, was
I
it
feel
worth
it.
the risk?
Nah, it wouldn't. I'd be like, what the? I'd be so mad at myself. And I just have like that's my morals and my integrity. Like I could really be off respect. Like and loyalty, whatever you define loyalty is. But I would explain that to whoever I'm with.
Yeah.
Like, this is what my loyalty is and how I would want this reciprocated. And moving like that, I'd be like, I'll do the conversations and shit like that. But for the most part, like, I'm not about to lose what I got at the crib. Like, I'm taking my ass home.
Hey,
take your ass home.
I'm that nigga. Like, bro, I'm gonna get up out of here.
Season 2 look like?
I'm not about to fuck up what I got. Like, hopefully that's what that I answered that shit. But that's just how I feel.
All jokes aside, I fuck with that answer. Like, seriously, I really do. But say going back to the point I was making or asking Chenice about.
Yeah, go ahead.
Say like you're in that relationship, right?
Yeah.
You have something approach.
She ain't got a job. No.
Say you have something to approach you, whatever the case may be, or an opportunity with another woman, a potential woman, right? You turn that down, right? But she seems to be super, super dope, or whatever the case may be. And you and the girl that you turned her down for still don't work out. You know what I'm saying? What's your thought process on those opportunities that you?
It sound like bro wouldn't even be thinking about.
You know what I'm saying? You want it? No, I'm just asking.
Like,
me personally, I don't know because I don't get in relationships like that at all. I mean, so I just really want to know. So that's what I'm asking you, or even you, if you are, like, do you guys think about that at all? Like, what could have been, or like, let's say the person ends up cheating on you anyway, right? But you were loyal. You know what I'm saying? Do you think about stuff like that?
I believe loyalty.
This nigga.
No, I mean,
Put that on the shirt.
it might spark an idea like here and there, but I mean, I really don't dwell on like what ifs. I don't do that.
I fuck with that.
For me,
I can't.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's more like when I'm in a relationship. Obviously, you see what the fuck else is out there. Like, you be like, damn, she's thick or she's fucking bad. But it's just like realistically, like
there ain't shit out here.
My thought process is like she probably ain't got nothing going on. She probably mad superficial. Like,
she's just bad.
Yeah, like that's all she brings to the table. Like, no offense. Like, I'm not gonna lose. Like I said, I'm not gonna lose. What the fuck? I guess I'll just take that L. Like, heartbreak is inevitable. You know, like obviously it's the relationships.
So all right. If you had to choose. Nah, never mind.
Say it. Give me hypothetical.
It was gonna be an unserious answer, like unserious question. Don't worry about it.
So why don't you get in serious relationships?
Nigga, and not say it, nigga. If you're gonna drop the ball, drop the ball all the way. Like, niggas, it's done. What were you asking, Chenice? I'm sorry.
Oh, I said, why don't you get in serious relationships?
There's a few
Is it a
different
choice?
reasons. Yeah. It's fear of commitment, for sure. Committing to one woman is scary. Not because I like talked to 1,000 women or whatever or that.
Why is it? Why is it scary? I don't get it.
Huh?
I don't understand why it's scary. Like if you
Why
fuck
is it
with
scary
it.
for you?
It's the commitment for me. It's committing.
Oh, being able to like show up every day.
Yeah,
that was a question I had. I wanted to ask.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about being loyal and faithful. Like, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about literally just being, like you said, being available, being boyfriend. 24/7.
That's a real ass answer though.
That's like is
it's hard,
intimidating, right? For real. Because I want to do so many other things. There's so many other things I care about.
Yeah.
But I got to care about you on top of that and make you a priority. Not the priority, maybe, but you definitely had to be up there.
So I'm assuming your dream
That's the
girl has to have understanding.
That's the Lobster speaking, boy.
I'm sorry?
Your dream partner has to know understanding of what you want to like.
Like, if she
accepted that?
I don't have a dream.
Well, I'm just saying.
If you met a girl that like was understanding of like, well, he wants to, you know what I'm saying, do this rap thing. All right, it's cool, but I still love this nigga.
Maybe.
Have you ever had that? Have you ever had what you're talking about?
I'll say no, and the reason why I'll say no is only because we were talking about me playing music around them and stuff like that. I never had them involved in
I was gonna say that.
I never had them involved in
that. Is that where
funny.
niggas are fucking up?
Yes.
Really? That
Yes.
really might be.
This goes into the next topic. It's out of sync.
If I introduce them or involve them in that, it might be completely different. I just never have.
Honestly, I feel like you're closing off that part of you that is expressional, and women love being expressed
they love
too.
That shit.
We love like the conversations, the details, like what made you do this.
Yeah.
Tell me your work process. We want to hear that stuff.
Honesty.
If we're interested in you,
friends.
we're gonna be interested in what
Honesty,
you have to work on.
Nah, man.
And that's why I have. That's
all
why
these
I just
bitches
say-
aren't like Chenice, bro. It's not. I don't
these
think it's a fair
bitches.
representation.
I mean, he's not lying. He's being
not
funny,
a
but
fair
he's not
representation.
lying. He's not lying, but at the same time, I've never made myself vulnerable enough to put myself.
I think that's the worst part about this conversation.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
because-
crazy because a lot of guys are. I feel like a lot of guys have a hard time being vulnerable.
And a lot of women want that, right?
And yeah, we're open to it. Of course, we're the most
But them niggas
vulnerable,
should be-
loving human beings on this planet. So
Okay, so I can only speak from personal experience. Me myself, I can't say that that's what my dream woman would be, because I've never had that, and I've never had that because I've never opened myself up to receive that. But I feel like at the same time, like one of the recent women I've talked to, I didn't feel like she created, and I don't want to put the onus on her, but I don't feel like our relationship created a
transparency,
a space for me to feel comfortable to be vulnerable.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I feel that.
not to take this conversation dark. We spoke about Al and his parents. My parents also passed. Both my parents passed last year.
Condolences.
I don't really, rest in peace, Manuel Tuesday. But I don't really talk about it that much. And so like they passed in January of last year.
It's a song.
I didn't tell the person until like August of last year, and I was talking to them all through it. I was like talking to her,
That's
like for real,
wild.
because I really
song,
truly
man.
didn't
He
feel
thinking me.
The need to,
No, not even the need. I felt like I would eventually have to tell her,
yeah.
which obviously I did, but like I just didn't feel comfortable
Safe.
enough to like, safe. Because it's I've never been more vulnerable in my life, and I didn't feel safe. Like you said, you said it, safe.
Yeah.
I didn't feel safe putting myself out there because I had never done it with this person or with anybody really, let alone the most tragic thing that ever happened to me in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so having to communicate that or learning how to communicate that, especially when they passed, a couple months go by, still didn't tell her, 3-4 months go by.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, how am I, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, because if you didn't tell me and we were talking, you'd probably get your head knocked off.
For real? It's like, yo,
That's
I
a
wanted
big
to handle
Women
it.
want that, dog.
But this is like, bro, like I wanted to handle that. Like I didn't want it to
Like,
be a
no,
thing.
I mean, I'm not saying like mad at you, but I would definitely feel like
you're not gonna forget that.
yeah, like I could have been there for you. Like
But it's
I
like-
could
I
have
feel
been
like-
a shoulder for you to lean on.
but I feel like at the same time, in just the couple hours I've known you, I feel like you would be also the type of person to just offer that regardless.
yeah,
Like despite
definitely.
the situation, you would just always be that person.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So like I would just naturally
It would be
want to go to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
I've never done that with this person. Our relationship was
We talk about surface level shit.
very, very
Fuck
superficial.
surface
But
level
that's
shit.
but that's the thing that gets me with. I'm sorry to say, but with men, but like. Why do you carry
She said, with niggas.
why do you carry it on so long but you're not
Because
safe?
we're trying to figure it out. We're figuring it out for ourselves.
Yeah, we don't know.
But you grown.
I don't know. But
You're grown.
What does that have to do with
not emotionally.
Exactly. But that's the thing. You need I feel like it's your responsibility to yourself.
It is. No, I'm not making the excuse either. At all. So you're right, absolutely.
I always look at it as like now as I got older and like opening up, it's like that dynamic of when you have kids. Like there's gonna be a point where like say if you never show your emotions, you never show your kids you cry, you never show your kids anything. Looking back at that, like my parents never did that shit. That's why like I was so in denial.
You a cold ass nigga, by the way.
When my mom passed away, like I fucking knew she was such a strong person, but like I never seen her break. So like seeing her sick fucked me up. Like it was like
Yeah.
I was in denial
That's crazy.
because I never seen that shit. So it's
Yeah.
like that's a reason why I never showed any type of affection or emotion. Is because I never
That's what
saw
you
it.
knew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all I saw was just be strong, don't show no emotions and all that shit. But I think about it when I have a kid. Kids need to see you cry. Kids need to see you express emotions and shit like that because there's gonna be a point where you gotta have those conversations with your kids, and they gonna just tell you surface level shit. They could be going through some shit, and it's like I never expressed nothing.
Good to
So why would I express that
That's
to
when
you?
they're able to flip it back on
Yeah,
you. Like,
it's
you
just like,
never
you
did
ain't-
this, so how am I supposed to know?
So it's gonna be like I don't know.
Do you feel like our parents are the root of our trauma?
Of course.
Oh, that's
Definitely.
Because me myself, when
That's
I,
our
I'd
examples.
say so.
for real, because I think last pod he was talking about
Trauma
his dad
bonding.
and the relationship that his dad had with his mom, right? Mm-hmm. Great relationship.
Great
Sound like-
topic.
I
Great
don't want
topic.
to dive too deep in that.
Oh yeah, they
But-
was up there.
But like my parents, right? In this house, they were roommates my whole life. They've been together like 20 plus years, almost 30 years. Well, before they died, obviously, but my whole life they've been together, whatever. But they just weren't intimate with each other.
Is it like
And,
do you think like that was what they've showed you or?
No, I had a great relationship with my mom, right? And I mean, as kids, we're not ignorant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
parents, that's where parents fuck up because they think that we're ignorant.
Right.
We saw that shit from the jump, and talking to my mom just confirmed everything that we saw. But like, they didn't have a romantic relationship at all. I saw my parents kiss a couple times.
That's crazy.
They were roommates for real. Like there was I don't want to air their shit out. So I'm not.
Just keep it general, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. But they operated like roommates. They loved each other because they almost had to.
Did you get your dad's side?
To an extent, yeah. Because my dad was raised in Paducah, Kentucky. He's from the South. Like 60, he was like born in like 55.
Jack Harlow, what up?
Yeah, for real.
EST.
Like just talking to my dad. When my dad got older, he had a stroke like 3 or 4 years before he passed, and that's when he softened up because he realized like, hey, I'm probably on my way out for real. So he's really softened up. Like me and my dad had a terrible relationship almost my whole life. I don't want to say terrible. We
Come
had
in here doing that boopity bop.
Exactly.
bro, he's the one that wanted me to go for real. Like he was like did not like even acknowledge rap. I wasn't supposed to go, but like he softened up, and I realized like a lot of the shit that he was doing with me, the way he raised me, like how he wasn't emotionally available was because of how he was raised.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
his dad, like you couldn't be no soft ass nigga in the South.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
fact.
Like, you know what I'm saying? My dad's dad was old as shit. That nigga was like 60 when he had my dad. So like
God,
that just shows you how old he was. So like you know what I'm saying,
Right.
where he was raised from the South. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be a soft ass nigga.
He a cold
Yeah.
nigga. What?
For real.
Drop
Like you
kid
can't be
at
soft.
60?
So like that's how I was raised just about. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
and then my mom, she had to be the rock. She had to hold it down for me and my sister, the emotional rock, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff. So like she would express herself somewhat.
Yeah, that's thunder.
But like
They all looking up like.
like like I don't know. It was just like I just see a lot of the things I do, like especially in a relationship or how I operate, like emotionally and stuff like that. I see why a lot of the
See?
times. Like,
But do you
why,
ever check yourself? Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. What if I do
I don't know
this?
about check myself. I catch myself, but I don't check myself. Like
Like
I
you catch
realize
yourself
it.
before you do it. Like, say you're in a conversation and you catch yourself oversharing. Do you stop then? Is that?
Yeah, yeah, and I'll just scale it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll scale it back. And I'll just,
Bruh, deflect.
yeah, that's all I do.
Sheesh.
That's all I do.
I
That's
feel that,
all I
though.
do. That's why I like these type of platforms so I can express myself. That's why I like rap. That's another reason why I like music so much. Is
Make
I'm able
music
to write
about
it
that
out
shit.
in the music.
Okay,
Make some music
You know what
about
I'm
that
makes
shit.
sense.
I'm waiting for that song that's gonna make
So
me
music
cry.
is
to be honest.
mainly your
Decided to make a
outlet,
song,
right?
okay. I'm sorry.
So music would be mainly
Absolutely.
your outlet.
Absolutely.
Right, like how you gonna make me choose? I'll be single then. Fuck it.
Bro, you gonna hear it in the music.
But that's a great point that you brought up because that's what me and Al would talk about is how our parents raised us
Yeah.
and what we saw growing up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it definitely. I feel like that's definitely one thing that as an adult you come to terms with or you're sorting out is how you were raised and how your parents were raised.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because with me, traditionally on the reservation, my parents were basically raised by their grandparents. So it was like they were, I would say they were not forced, but they were just naturally taught traditional values. So they had to speak Navajo, they had to speak their native language, they had to learn how to do traditional ceremonies, things like that.
Yeah, see, that's wild. Like, I don't know, because I've been going back and thinking right now, I'm just like, I think on my side, I think my dad was more emotional than my mom was. And I didn't get to experience my father in my life that long. So, like, I remember I would see my dad cry more than my mom would. And looking back at that, it's like, damn, what happened if the dynamic was reversed, if I lost my mom first and then my dad? Like, would it have been different as far as, like, being emotional with
Would that confuse you, like to see your dad cry more than your mom?
Yes, definitely. Because I remember one of the times my dad did cry. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I was like, "Why the fuck is he crying?"
Mm-hmm.
He was getting emotional about like, what the fuck was he? It was like he was just saying shit like, "Y'all don't love me." Like he would just go through this weird fucking phase where he just have like nobody cared about him. But I always talk to my sister about that shit. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck he was going through.
I'm weak real quick. My mom was like the same way your mom was. But it just always looked like my dad was like fucking up.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's how it looked. I'm like, my dad was going through something. I don't know what the fuck he was going through.
He just can't win. Like, this nigga got caught with bitches again.
Yeah, this some wild shit. Nah, I feel it. Nah, exactly.
That's wild.
But and you know what's funny is like he told me like most of those fights and shit was just because she wasn't as vulnerable. My mom would like, you know what I'm saying, just put herself in the work. And
yeah,
shit.
my mom's pretty tough too. She's
like
your dad's going through it.
Yeah,
you know I feel like women, especially of color, like minorities for sure.
Mm-hmm,
My mom, because my mom,
yeah,
like when I said my mom was an emotional rock for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
she was the one that also disciplined us.
Yep.
For real, like I wasn't scared of my dad.
Crazy,
I wasn't scared of my dad.
No, bro, exactly. Me too.
Like I wasn't like I want to say like I respected him, but I wasn't
crazy.
scared. I wasn't scared, bro. Like I was scared
That's
of moms.
wild. Yeah,
my mom was scared,
bro. Like
that shit's crazy.
My parents.
Like, why you picked the braided though? Like,
bro, the worst ass. I didn't know how many fake cries I had with my dad and my ass, so I could just get out of it. Bro, I ain't.
Your pops would be there and treat that shit like, damn, they got
to
cover an extra shift. It's just like, man, yo, stay in your room. That'll be it.
My mom made sure I felt that shit.
Your mom would make that shit out of it. Like she going through some shit. Like that's crazy, man.
Nah, I feel that.
For real. My mom was a tough motherfucker.
Damn, that's wild. That's a wild ass topic. Like that we just fucking.
We losing recipes, man.
Bro, that's just crazy. What the fuck? Well, let's get on a lighter note.
These new mamas will leave you. I'm just sad ass daddy.
Let's get back to the relationship shit.
You got Uber Eats, right, little nigga?
Oh, we got
figure it out. YouTube, nigga.
Sure, we try to wrap this up in the next 20 minutes. We just got a couple more topics on the relationships, but like out of sync, I guess this kind of goes into that too. Like just in the general sense of all this stuff is like when shit gets out of sync, you know, like.
I'm learning like that my out of sync issues comes from me not being vulnerable.
Yeah, it's crazy how like where that weird ass tension, you know, like resentment. I remember like old shit like back in the day, like the smallest shit I'll hold on to it. I'm like, damn, I want to say this shit so bad, but I think it comes down to just being honest and then having that conversation of like, yo, I remember I saved some shit like how to. On my phone, how to like, what is it called? Talk about something that's bothering you with somebody. It's like, in this situation, you made me feel like this. Like
how to approach it.
Yeah, how to approach it. Was like in stages, but it was from a attacking way. I know I'm not saying that right, but it's like,
yeah.
But it's so hard because I feel like a lot of us don't know how to like have that conversation, or we're afraid to hurt somebody's feelings.
And not only that, but a lot of times people don't want to be uncomfortable.
Yes,
nobody likes to have those uncomfortable topics.
Yeah. That's my biggest thing too.
We're gonna make it awkward, and then like,
because it's like then you're like, how am I supposed to continue afterwards? You think about the aftermath, and you're like, how's it gonna go?
Yeah, I be worried about if they're gonna care as much as I do.
Yeah,
I don't be caring a lot easy like either. So
that's I feel like going back. I'm sorry to double back.
No, go ahead.
But like. Going back to why I didn't tell old girl, that was a big reason I was afraid she wasn't going to care as much,
or even understand in the right way.
How grave the situation is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I was afraid of that. You feel me? So that's
even understanding it is like, it's not like you need to solve this issue or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm already approaching it with the idea of like, she not gonna understand. So like, I feel it.
You beating yourself before you even.
I was gonna say because I think with a lot of women, it's gonna be like nurturing. They're gonna be like, well, I don't even know how that feels, but you know, what can I do to support you? Like,
right.
And I think we just have that. Preconceived notion that there is going to be like trying to figure it out, because that's what, as men, that's what we do. Like, we try to figure it out, their problems. And that's where we fuck up, because it's like they just want us to listen.
That's why niggas hate when girls get in the car and start crying, because it's just like,
I want to solve this.
Exactly. How do we turn this off?
And all we gotta do is just ask like, well, what's going on? Like,
how do we turn this off?
Like,
how we turn this off? That's so bad. We turn this off.
Y'all just
the quick fix.
Finished rolling this
quick fix. Like the quick fix. Like,
sure. All right. Whatever.
Yeah, that shit's wild. But that'd be the out of sync shit. We'd be so out of sync of like this the regular ass conversation that could fix this situation, a big situation. Mm-hmm. This is the conversational way.
Yeah, like I guess you said, like, literally, I was just about to say that. Yeah, literally a conversational way.
Yeah, I guess is that the vulnerability definitely plays a huge part in having like
honest conversations.
Yeah, staying in sync, because that's really what the central idea is about, being out of sync with somebody. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, when things are flowing and working, it's because the communication is there. Yeah. And so when you guys reach hard topics to talk about, it's only natural to feel like, oh, this person don't even.
Because it's easy for women, because we have our intuition. We know when shit is not right. Mm-hmm. We could be around you and you're quiet. We know.
That shit used to fuck me up.
Have an attitude. Yeah. Okay, what the hell is wrong? Like, we was just good yesterday, so why are you coming at me like this?
But what happens when it's on the other foot? Like when she's quiet and you don't know, you feel me?
Then you gotta ask the questions. Then that's when you gotta ask the questions. That's when you show you care. You gotta ask questions.
But why do they make it so difficult? Why do we have to pry it out of you? Like, okay, you gonna make me fight.
Is it that we're approaching it wrong?
I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
How about that?
I would say most of the time guys do approach it wrong.
But like, this is our fourth time hearing the same thing that you're mad about.
She just wants you to hear her, nigga. That's it.
But are you helping her? That's the point. But are you helping her as like a solution, giving her a solution, or are you just like, okay, you was mad about that 2 weeks ago? Then that's not really helping your partner. That's complaining. You're supposed to help me.
There's only so many times you can rub on that motherfucker to fix it.
That nigga's nuts.
Y'all just gonna die out after that? That's crazy. Are soulmates real?
No, yeah, it's we're gonna switch gears. Are soulmates? So y'all think soulmates are real?
Is this thing on? is this testing?
Nah, we almost at 2 hours, so we might as well just, you know.
No, keep this shit going. What else? What else, Chenice?
We ain't never getting this out. Shit. Nah, it's episode 5.
Air it out.
But do y'all think soulmates are real?
I do.
Soulmates?
I believe it.
I think so.
Like how many?
How many?
Nah, people think there's multiple.
Honestly, I don't think there's a cap on soulmates. Like, I just feel like it could be your best friend.
Or worse, what if soulmates are cap?
I mean, that's up to you.
Nobody even talks about that anymore.
Up for interpretation.
What you think, Cream?
You know, sometimes you like.
He's a non-believer. I can already feel
it.
He's atheist.
I think there's one. I think you have one. You know what I'm saying? You have one. But like, this is one thing I'm like learning too. Is like, I think that soulmate could possibly be the person that shows you how to love. Like Wayne said,
bro, that's
you know what I mean?
Like the lessons you get, right?
Yeah. Facts. Like that's. Because, I mean, what's the real... They always say that you're supposed to be with this soulmate, but, like, what if that soulmate was the one that shows you, like, yo...
Yeah.
Bro, that's
that's basically what it could be. It doesn't have to be the person you stay with. It could be somebody who showed you.
That's the funny part.
Oh, wait, hold up.
Because I think people, like, goes back to the idea. I think people have this idea of what a soulmate is, and they think, like...
Yeah,
the
your
way
birth chart.
the feel, they look, all this
Birth
shit,
chart.
like that's it. But it's like it's bigger than that at the end of the day.
The birth chart helps. For real, bro. Your moon placement.
I just learned to ignore this
Moon
nigga. You know what I'm
placement.
saying?
Oh, blood moon. But no, that's what like no. What you said though, I legit
Because your
thought
moon
about that
your
yesterday.
moon placement is like who you like who the like you feel you
Yeah.
are, bro.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
She knows. All right, yeah. Oh, this nigga's just joking. All right, nigga.
We gonna get a.
Do you have a soulmate, Damon?
Do I have one? Do I have one? Do I
more?
believe in one? I believe that there can be soulmates for sure. It's kind of hard to even say that though, because if we're supposed to have a soulmate,
I'm like, yo, bitch, like, stop playing
Oh
with
my
me. Then.
goodness.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing for real? Like, what?
We need a jar
We only
for
get to
real.
do this
Just for
once.
frame.
is we fucking or not?
We only get to do this shit once. Stop fucking playing. Like, yo, I
You
learned my
captain.
lesson. I learned my lesson. I'm looking at the camera hard.
Sheesh. You
Fuck.
gotta zoom in.
It's not fun no more.
It's not fun.
Insert her name right there.
Right.
You know who you are. It's frames Delilah right there. Nah, but like I feel like they can exist. I really did for the longest time. Not even for the longest time. Up until literally 30 seconds ago. I would say yes.
I inspired this nigga.
But you know, for real. But realistically, like how if a soulmate's real, or if we're supposed to have our own soulmate, how are we supposed to meet that person? I'm gonna
Who's
meet
your
that
soulmate's
person
like?
living in Phoenix my whole life.
This is divine.
You know what I'm saying?
Divine timing.
Divine.
She
They
gonna
gonna
land.
show
She
up.
gonna land in Phoenix.
They gonna show up.
She gonna land in Phoenix. How many cities are there in just America?
That's why there's not just one soulmate. I think there's multiple.
Nah,
There would have to be.
I don't think
There
you.
would have to be,
I think
but I
you
don't know.
like y'all like bigging up these other motherfuckers too much by classifying like multiple soulmates. I feel like there's one that really like
Yeah, for sure.
teaches you like, and that's what I feel like classifies.
That's
you
that
as the
Britney
soul-
Spears shit.
Oh God, look who's look who
Britney Spears shit.
No, you guys, y'all have to
feel
explain
like
that
one.
shit. Y'all said that
We
like
are
2 or 3
one, so
times.
stop fucking playing with me.
What is that? What are y'all
It's not
talking about?
fun.
What are y'all talking about when y'all say that Britney Spears shit?
Because when we get deep.
Bro, it's the 40-year-old virgin skit when they're playing cards and that nigga
Got mad deep, like out of nowhere.
Paul-
And he was like, "Bro, why the fuck you gotta get so deep?" It's like it's three grown ass men right
grown ass
here.
niggas you was talking about. We felt like one and all this Britney Spears shit. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that shit is funny. Because I say that because I feel like I always get deep when we talk, like randomly. Like we'll be talking about some bullshit and I just be like, "Oh shit."
No, that nigga made like being vulnerable like cold. Like I was
real.
like, bitches will definitely fuck with this.
Oh my god. You gotta just talk, man.
The best of us.
The best of us on God.
The best of
I
us.
guess.
I told you, man. We gotta take this nigga Mike away. Gonna take all the bitches, and I'm not having
Oh
it, nigga.
my
I need them
goodness.
I
all.
swear, bro.
I need to catch them all,
I swear.
nigga.
I'm giving you the game. That's the
Ghost?
best.
Right.
Exactly. What else?
Teach me the game.
I'm
bro.
giving you the fucking
Gotta
sauce.
shoot this
You
nigga in truth.
Go. Ask Frame.
Like,
It
I'm the
worked.
best now.
Frame. It was working. You know.
Yeah,
I gave people.
He inspired me. He told me. He
the
low-key showed me what I was doing wrong. You know what I'm saying?
The first episode.
Without even fucking telling me. You know what I'm saying? It's
And no,
just-
honestly, and on a very very serious note, having these vulnerable conversations with y'all niggas.
I'd rather be
open-
having these conversations with my soulmate, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go ahead.
Where she at? She knows.
He said, "Come find me."
You know where I'm at.
Just
That's
keep
what's
keep
crazy.
watching. That's what he's saying. Just keep watching because she watching this.
She not.
Mayor of Goodyear.
Thank God.
Thank oh God.
You know I'm on that West Side, 10 West.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Nah, but these conversations have definitely opened me up to be more vulnerable, and like the situation I got jammed up in last week, I wouldn't have told Shorty that at all. I would have literally been
You
able.
told her?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like a couple
shit.
days later, that's some shit I would have never done.
Was she mad?
Proud of you.
Nah, I mean, well,
fucked
she
with you
was.
Supporting you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'ma hold
But
you
that
down.
that goes back to what we were saying, like
I'm gonna hold you down.
that vulnerable.
That's what she said. I'm gonna hold you down.
That was in the text.
I'm gonna hold you down.
Imagine. Nah, but like that. But that's what I'm
Do I
saying.
need
though, like,
do I need to grab a bottle of Jameson before I pull up?
Oh my god.
No, I'm shitting on. I don't know the
Hey,
young lady.
one of them actually said that.
Let's get serious.
One of them.
Let's
damn.
get serious.
Oh my god.
Let's get
My nigga
serious.
Oh
just,
my God.
my nigga take 2 steps forward and just 4 steps back.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, what? I think I got some ice
I'm
somewhere.
working on myself, but nah. No, but like, if it wasn't for these conversations with y'all, being open, being vulnerable, having the conversation, not being afraid to have the conversation.
Facts.
Because I was afraid of what the response was going to be. You know what I'm saying? Rather than worrying about that and just being open and honest. You know what I'm saying? It allowed me to have that conversation with him. And you know what I'm saying? It is what it is now, but I was able to have that conversation.
For sure.
Yeah, so
You want
I
to take
appreciate
it?
that.
You want, or do we have anything else?
This
we
is
gotta
the
talk
War
about,
Room.
or
If y'all want to, we almost at the 2 hour mark. We got 9 minutes.
all right, yeah.
Shanice said she don't fuck with surrogates, so we can't talk about Tristan.
I'll clear out the War Room real quick. I'll clear out
We about to
War
nuke
Room,
this bitch.
you know what I'm
Shut the
saying?
fuck. Nigga about to nuke it.
Gas is
We gotta enjoy this.
it's $5, $4 for unleaded or whatever.
Thanks, Joe Biden.
Joe, we did it, Joe.
Oh my goodness.
And yeah, and the
Hey,
world
yo.
is still shitty. I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Still thinking about having Trump bring back the. I think I was at the gym with Al telling him about like.
Joe Biden just came through and shut shit down. So we just gonna end this shit now. Because I ain't, I don't know what's going on.
That nigga-
Politics.
that nigga
Niggas start talking
Connected to the
politics.
culture.
Shit got crazy. Randomly just shut this shit down.
Thank our
They
guests, man.
listening.
Thank our guests
Nah,
making
for real.
it.
Thank you, Chenice, for pulling up. This was super fire. We gonna have you back definitely. I'm glad you were the first guest. I appreciate you. I know the boys here appreciate
Thank
you.
you,
too.
Shanice.
Thank you, Shanice. for
I got
real.
new shit. I got homework. I got to work on.
Exactly. She gave you some free game tonight. We got to get into content of the week. Hurry up, Damon.
Content of the week.
Where the black suits is busting here.
Honestly, man, content of the week that I want y'all to really tap into this week. It was supposed to be something of mine, but I already talked about myself enough in the podcast. Listen to a great artist. She was on Aubrey's project. Her name is I really forgot her name. YEBBA.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's
YEBBA
fire.
Smith, bro. So her voice is crazy. I forgot what song it was. She has crazy runs on this one song that's so stupid. But listen to the whole thing. She has an at-home tiny desk that she did crazy
YEBBA?
too.
Well, I have to check that out.
I'll put her.
Her name I guess is Abby, but it's just YEBBA
Backwards?
or Abbott or
Abby
YEBBA is just Abby
backwards?
backwards.
I don't like that.
That's
Interesting.
wild corny when I found out.
Yeah.
And then the song that she dropped under that Abby name is so weak. It's so weak. It's something
She
like
had to
weird.
I
go
would've
back.
said my name
She had to
backwards,
rewind
too.
that shit.
Yeah, bro. I was like, nigga. But nah, YEBBA,
Slow
crazy.
it down.
I think Dawn is the name of the album, and then if you listen to the last song, her mom passed, and that's what it's about.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be. It's not super dark, but it's just beautifully written.
Okay.
How she writes about it, and when you find out about it being about her mom, it just makes it better. But YEBBA, the album's Dawn. Check that out.
Bet. And that's episode 2 of
Yeah.
I Feel Less Crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody's information gonna be in the bio, man. But this is Al Illuminati, the best of us. Shanice is here, Frame is here, Damon Logan is
Yeah,
here.
yeah. It's
Oh,
Logan. And big one more time, sorry. One more thing. Big shout out to Deezy Samiro. Huge,
Facts.
huge
Oh, they
in the
pioneered that
community.
shit for us.
Fuck, man, that shit's crazy. I mean, it's not even sad that they broke up.
It makes sense.
It's tight, yeah.
The
yeah.
brand was so brolic.
It's so brolic, but it's definitely
Yeah, ball
an
bags.
inspiration for sure.
And I want to say shout out like Joe Button podcast, Rory and Maul shit. Like that's where a lot of
Thanks
this
for the
shit. A lot of this shit is
blueprint, nigga.
influenced by that. So it's like,
Oh, that's nigga.
I know people probably could try to
Where that
compare
shit
it
took now, nigga.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
taking all that
we
shit,
out.
all the
We're gonna play
equity,
some
nigga.
music too. I'm gonna get everybody's music choice at the end. So
Yeah.
appreciate y'all.